All right, here we go, guys. All right, so without hesitation, make sure you guys go check out Soggy Cereal. What's up, Blue Jay? How you doing, girl? We're gonna be catching up on all the stuff that just unbroke with Mr. Beast and the Mr. Beast drama. Unfortunately, I don't imagine what more could possibly come out about this story. This is just simply the story that just continues to keep on giving. So thank you, Soggy Cereal, for not just jumping on this story like the rest of us and actually taking your time to do some info investigating. So that's pretty cool. Without further ado, guys, let's take a look at the real truth about Mr. Beast.
Back on everything that we're saying.
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt.
And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time. Can I please have a second chance?
Oh my God. Right off the bat, he's starting off with a recording between Dogpack getting fired from Mr. Beast and begging for his job back. This is frigging bad for Dogpack, dude. And you know what? It's going to be interesting to see how Rosanna Pansino reacts to all this, because obviously this is crucifixion level of evidence coming out about Dogpack. Now, people have, like, you know, we've seen Cope and Seath go over the cease and desist from Mr. Beast, talking about Dogpack wanting to keep his job and stuff. Is this your first time watching this video, EG? I watched it once with Chud, I think, but I haven't watched it all the way through. I wanted to refrain myself a little bit so that I could have my own general reactions. I'm the CEO. Exactly. I want to almost start that over again just so we can hear that from clear as day. Dogpack begging for his job. Yeah, you're going to listen. You're going to listen. I worked really hard to get to Mr. Beast, and now you're trying to fire me?
Yes. You're pushing back on everything that we're saying.
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt.
And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time. Can I please have a second chance?
You were the manager of Dawson, or Dogpack404.
I was the manager of Dogpack404 for its...
I wonder how Soggy Cereal got a hold of all these dudes. Like, he had to have been working on this, and I love that he also is doing the exact same thing that Dogpack did for his first video. The saddest thing is, though, this video is not going to probably get the same kind of love that Dogpack's video about Mr. Beast did, which is sad because most people probably need to see this just as much as they need to see that video.
Time being.
If you had to describe the working conditions...
Yes, this is. I've seen
Dawson
previews.
was working with you in ideation with one word, what word would it be?
I would say it was depressing.
The war crime stuff, that was a joke. Why did you make that joke?
Also, just a side note, yes, Soggy Cereal looks exactly like Mick Jagger.
Actively right now, by the videos that Dawson is making, he is actively hurting the philanthropy that is helping thousands and millions of lives.
And that's something we talked about on this channel before, too. Even though I pointed that out to Chud. Chud said I sent him a shitter article or whatever. But I still believe that the philanthropy that Mr. Beast does is good. Inevitably, long-term, it helps a lot of people.
Oh, so you want to cheaply manipulate people by imitating Content Cop? I'll show you imitating Content Cop.
What we do here is go back.
Now, again, I've only seen like specific little cuts of this video. I haven't seen the whole thing through, so what you're getting here is my genuine reaction to this video. I think that's Aerosmith, Daddy Scamby.
Fuck.
Yeah, Soggy Cereal's already doing a better job. Not shocked, though.
Hey my bowl of cereal, as most of you have probably guessed by now, this video won't just be about this alleged fraudulent and manipulative asshole, it'll also be about this confirmed fraudulent and manipulative asshole. Dogpack404.
Oh, he's sweeping for Mr. Beast already, guys. Sweeping for Mr. Beast already.
Also known as Dawson.
Not really. I'm obviously kidding.
Victims of manipulation. For the people who have not been exposed to his
I hope that he doesn't say Rosanna's a victim. I hope that he doesn't say Rosanna's a victim.
Propaganda yet? Dogpack404 or Dawson French is an ex-Mr. Beast employee who...
What's up, Jeremilo Garfield or Jeremilo Garfield? What really gets me is that while videos and streamers are being posted, EG lately continues to ignore that one of his moderators continues to spread rumors outside. Oh my God, I know who you are. All right. Jeez, you guys really need to get... Even on a Sunday, though, even on a Sunday, you guys are still doing it. Oh, yeah, I know. We didn't even get like 2 seconds into this, and I already got someone going after the poor woman. Oh my God. Look, I don't know what kind of power you guys think Rajir holds in this channel, but I assure you she simply helps the channel. She doesn't have any true authority in this channel. She's just somebody who helps out of the kindness of her own heart. So I don't know what you guys want me to do. If you guys want me to like fire her, she's not even an employee. So I don't know I don't know why you guys think that I'm going to be able to fire her. I also don't understand if you guys think I'm going to ban her or something. I'm not going to ban her. Rajira goes out of her way to help us all the time with a bunch of different stuff. So I don't really understand what you guys are hoping to do. But I guess we're going to do this early already tonight, guys. That's like record time. Like literally record time. Oh my God. Okay, anyway, let's keep going.
Worked there for about 3 weeks, and after being fired, made or worked on videos filled with lies about Mr. Beast. And I became suspicious of Dogpack404 after he called me overdramatic for not wanting to spread serious accusations with unsubstantiated and easily refutable evidence. As well as because he tried to silence me with threats of slander after I started suspecting him of lying. So in this video, I will be debunking close to every accusation he and the people he manipulated have made. But Soggy, are you going to glaze the Mr. Beast, Soggy? Are you going to take right the lunchly owning, alleged intentionally registered sex offender hiring Mr. Beast, Soggy? No. See, I think we can all agree that Lunchley kinda cringe. Logan Podcast iCollab, kinda, that's a yikes out of 10, okay? And the fucking mold situation, that is disgustingly messed up.
Yes.
I'm never eating that shit in my life. But that doesn't mean...
But we're also adults, so most likely it's not made for us. But again, the fact that it's made for kids and the mold problem is that bad is absolutely disgusting.
That just because this spiteful, vengeful ghoul accuses Mr. Beast of intentionally hiring a registered sex offender, that he actually did. Yeah, let's talk about the lie spun by Dogpack and Jake Weddle, that Mr. Beast knowingly hired a registered sex offender and while working at the company would refer to him by covert...
You think he looks more like Steven Tyler? I think he looks more like Mick Jagger. I guess we'll have to just agree to disagree here, Daddy Scambait.
Codename Delaware because of the crimes he committed there, and as a result is not allowed to go back into the state of Delaware, and that Mr. Beast higher-ups are using that nickname because they enjoy messed up insider jokes like that.
When I was there, they called him Delaware. He's like, why do you call him Delaware? And I didn't know. Apparently they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. That's his nickname? Colloquially? Like, you know, yeah, it's Delaware. Don't ask him why, you know?
I'll tell you what, then I hope to God this is the last time I see Jake Weddle. I really do. I really hope to God this is the last time I have to look upon Jake Weddle's face.
You know that he knew, and because he'll be in videos, and whenever he
Fun fact, I know the person who made the Dogpack ghoul drawing.
Just saying that
cool.
out loud makes it sound like a contrived
He is a
side
ghoul,
plot
though.
in a badly written Netflix series, since state banishments are extremely rare. Most recent one I found was a 1-year Kentucky banishment in the year 2000. Luckily, the real story is much more boring. See, according to a non-anonymous Mr. Beast employee, Dustin Harris, who has been working at Mr. Beast for about 6 years and went rogue because he couldn't stand Jimmy not responding to all of the misinformation being spread about not just Jimmy or the Mr. Beast company, but also about his own friends and colleagues. Well, he explained that Delaware was once a store manager at Jimmy's local Best Buy, which, for the people who don't know, Best Buy is a $20 billion valued electronics retailer company with stores all over the US. I mean that when Jimmy was 19 and first started blowing up on YouTube, Jimmy realized he needed employees to improve his content. So, as a dumbass, impulsive 19...
Hey!
Hibiscus advocatus diabola hibiscus became a member. Hibiscus advocatus diabola hibiscus celebrates 1 month of membership. Have you seen Weddle's comments under Dogpack's video? I can send
I
them
have
if you
not
like.
seen them. I have not seen them, Advocatus. If you want to send me them in the Discord, feel free to do that. That'd be cool.
18-year-old randomly thrown into fame, he went to his local Best Buy and asked its employees if they wanted to work for it. Naively thinking that a multi-billion-dollar company would have at least made sure to not hire criminals and especially to not hire a registered sex offender as store manager, 19-year-old Mr. Beast didn't do background checks. Was that stupid? Yes. Is Delaware a piece of shit? Yes. Should Jimmy take responsibility for making that mistake? Yes. But
Yes.
it wasn't this fucked up master plan by Jimmy to intentionally hire an RSO. It was a dumb mistake by an inexperienced adolescent starting up a business. And you don't need to take mine or Dustin's word for it. If someone did but a shred of research, you'd find this still publicly available, almost 7-year-old video on the Mr. Beast channel, where you can see Delaware as the Best Buy store manager before he was hired at Mr. Beast. And guess what nickname was embroidered on his Best Buy uniform? Delaware. Wow. That was hard investigative research.
Yeah, the funny thing about this is that it's amazing that most of us miss this. If we all just went back into Mr. Beast's videos, we could have all found this so easily. And it wasn't even hard to find. This is where, I feel like a lot of people, including myself, need to step up with their investigative skills in the, investigational department when it comes to commentary stuff. This should have been out long time ago. It should have been out way longer. Like, as soon as that video came out, this was out there ready for the picking.
Because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware.
No. His name's Delaware because it's literally in Delaware.
You know that he knew, and because he'll be in videos. And whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. And whenever he is, he's wearing a mask. He's wearing a mask.
And
oh my God. So Advocatus just sent me the comment from Jake Weddle over on Dogpack's video. So I want to show you guys this because this is pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. And I'm pretty sure this could be considered a threat if it means what I think it means. Or I guess no, maybe it's not. I thought it said Glock 9000. But all right, hang on. I'm going to show you guys this real quick. All right, so this is the Jake Weddle thing. Where did it go? Why did it go away so fast? What the hell, man? I swear to God, sometimes this thing just does not want to cooperate with me. I guess because I didn't hit OK. All right, take a look at this, guys. Now, I know what makes the cereal so soggy. Gluck 9000, basically telling him he's sucking off Mr. Beast. Says the guy who took money from Mr. Beast. Says the guy who had no problem taking money from Mr. Beast when he needed it because, times are hard. But yet, always is sitting there, like, attacking Mr. Beast. This whole thing is, like, embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing. Go ahead. I can't imagine like how absolutely like crazy you have to be to assume that everybody out here is like essing off Mr. Beast. That's not the reality of any situation ever. It's just conspiracy theorists doing conspiracy things, Unfortunately, Mr. Beast hasn't paid me, and I've been pretty staunch defender, not of what he does with crypto. I think Mr. Beast has a lot, and I mean a lot, to fucking answer for. But I don't think that this stuff, that makes it okay for other people to just spread misinformation about him at all.
For the people thinking that he's still
Thanks for
works
that,
at Mr. Beast, no,
Advocatus.
he was fired over half a decade ago. Now, Dogpack, Before you say something
So he was fired half a decade ago from Mr. Beast, so he's not even a current employee at Mr. Beast.
along the lines of, what about the recording we showed from a real Mr. Beast employee talking about Delaware? Do you really want me to go into detail about how you and your cronies tricked an
Yeah,
employee
observational
to say
skills are
what you
essential.
wanted him to say, to support your lies, and then you guys recording him and using that recording without his consent? Okay. Hi, Garrett. Can you tell me a bit about how long you worked at Mr. Beast?
I was at Mr. Beast from around 2017 to
Look at this. Actual Mr. Beast employees.
5 years and could be seen as a credible ex-employee.
Yep.
You're the person who we can hear talk about Delaware in the recording Dawson
Oh.
Dogpack404 shows in his video. Can you tell me a bit about how that happened?
Yeah. It was not to my knowledge that I was being recorded at all. I have a friend.
Who does this sound like? This sounds a lot like that. Oh my God, who was the guy who did the stuff with what's his face? Chris, whatever, Mr. Beast's trans friend. But they Prism 42, that's it. Prism 42 he legally, well, not illegally, but he was secretly recording conversations that people didn't know were being recorded. And we all saw how it turned out for Prism 42. So what makes Dogpack special to this?
Who, I worked with plenty of times outside of Mr. Beast. Just thought it was.
That's right, Daddy Scam Mate. Lick it like you know you love it.
Him checking up on me, and when two people speak about old places, there's drama, there's gossip, there's catching up, there's et cetera, whatever. And then the next thing you know, 2 weeks later, Dogpack releases like a 12 million view video where I just have a really crappy voice changer over my voice, and if you know me, like it's me.
So was the entire call basically just rumors you were talking about with a friend?
Yeah, it's just a friend. We're just shooting the shit, and we're just gossiping a lot, catching up on the current drama. Like it's just it is nothing crazy. Like,
so essentially, this guy had no idea that what he was saying was going to be used for a video, and most likely people don't like shit talk, knowing that it's going to be public knowledge. They'd be much more likely to want to make sure that whatever they're saying is accurate, and not like they're just gossiping with a friend.
Like nothing you said had any actual facts behind it, as they try to construe in their video.
No, I don't. I don't think any of the stuff that we were talking about really had any facts or like evidence. It was just water cooler talk.
Would you say them?
Hey guys, my name's EG. I've been saying this is water cooler talk for I don't know, since the beginning of this whole damn thing.
Using the call recording unconsensually.
Disclaimer: Dogpack didn't record him. A friend employee did and gave it to Dogpack. Still crappy. Yeah, but I have a feeling that the guy was like, I could go get you some information if you want. Dogpack was probably like, yeah, that'd be great. If you could go get this guy to record and say some stuff, that'd be awesome. I'm sure Dogpack had something to do with it.
In their video has damaged you or your life in any way?
Yeah, unfortunately. To say that it hasn't hurt me financially would be just a lot.
Also, I just want to point out, even if this person was lying about not knowing they were being recorded, they would be so easy to disprove. Just show the moment that they say you're being recorded. Yeah, true. That's true.
Mentally, it's hurt me as well. I mean, I was manic and crazy for about a month and a half, trying to just watch relationships like fall through my fingers. I lost someone that like was pretty close to me as well. It just wasn't a good scene. So financially and mentally, it really messed me up.
Do you feel in any way like tricked, deceived, or used?
I mean, yeah. To say that I felt tricked or used is an understatement.
I feel like most people would feel like that.
Knowingly came and did this. I had like 3 or 4 contacts call me the night that it dropped, and I was watching the whole video trying to figure out like what they were talking about. And when it got to that recording, my stomach just like sank.
All because of a call that they unconsensually recorded, which you clarified was basically rumors and gossip.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Depending on what state you're in, it could be illegal. If it's a 2-party consent state, recording a video, a call and stuff is illegal in America.
Want to be involved with, didn't even know what was going on.
Depending on the state, though.
I was just thrown into.
If it's a single party consent state, then that means one person has the right to record the call.
Essentially, and yeah, you said it, man. I just it threw a pretty big wall up in the progress of my life, and I didn't feel like that was needed, and pretty upset.
But then, what about Jake the Viking's tweet about Jimmy's mom literally allowing her then barely of age son to knowingly be in contact with and hire a pedophile? First of all, have you thought about just how fucking absurd that sounds? And second, Jake the Viking is a shitty person and untrustworthy. Even Dogpack's friends agree on that.
Viking is not a good guy, and that's just an opinion based on his actions in my eyeballs.
Wow, Dogpack and Jake Weddle falsely implying Mr. Beast intentionally hired a registered sex offender and created a nickname to joke about it within the company to then try back up their baseless claims by tricking an employee and recording him without consent.
Let's be honest, all right? Never trust a guy who names himself after a group of people who are known for graping and pillaging for fun.
That's pretty messed up, Soggy. Yahoo! That'd be as shameless as falsely accusing someone of committing war crimes against the Geneva Convention in a consented to solitary confinement challenge where you'd earn $10,000 a day and can quit whenever you want and still keep the accumulated prize money up until that point. During it.
Yeah, you guys know my opinion on this, right? I don't think I've made it any clearer. I don't think I could have possibly made it any friggin' clearer about the things that I've said about this stupid freaking war crime accusations. Oh, okay. So I did see this part on Chud. I cannot wait to show you guys this because thank God someone other than me is finally saying this bullshit.
A time where we have multiple countries actively at war in the world with millions of people suffering because of it. Oh, wait.
And I go up to my friend, my good friend. He goes, "What? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists." Oh.
One time some dude went up to me and said, "Triple cheese deluxe, baby." Yeah, but did you get it, though?
Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess.
How you doing, Ahmed?
You know what? Let's ask Dustin about that, because ironically enough, Dustin is the good friend of Jake Weddle who made those war crime comments. And I can prove it with Jake Weddle's own words.
One of my dear friends who I believe I lost is the same guy who did the war crime joke, which turned out to not be a joke. He got injured at Mr. Beast, and that's because of Viking. On that shoot, everybody else had to stay behind and clean up. And Viking said, "Fuck that, let's just throw all of this over the side of the mountain, like littering in a national park." And my good dear friend, who I kept saying was one of the good people over there, said, "You're not going to do that. I'm not going to let you do that." And Viking said, "Watch me," and he did it. But my friend gathered up all the stuff he could to make sure there was just that much less litter. And that's a really good thing to do. He carried everything he could down the mountain, and he broke his ankle. They said, "Yeah, you were carrying too much stuff, right?" Yes, he was. Because that guy's a saint.
And blame me for our friend Dustin. I'll use names, unlike you. Our friend Dustin falling and breaking his leg.
Oh, God. How does Cam Nuggets keep making it in all these stupid videos?
Oh, I'm sorry, falling and breaking his ankle.
Now, why would someone who Jake Weddle himself, who is clearly against Mr. Beast, describes as one of the best people he has ever known, who literally broke his ankle trying to prevent littering, and in Jake's own words, is a saint?
Because that guy's a saint.
Go rogue to try and correct defamatory statements made against Jimmy if Jimmy could—
I'm still seeing videos that are like, I made fried watermelon with a side of gunpowder sauce, and I'm totally not being racist. Yeah, Ahmed, I don't know. You gotta change up your algorithm, man. You gotta change that algorithm up. I don't know what to tell you.
Committed war crimes. The war crime stuff was 100% a joke. I'm now a producer, but I was originally hired as comedy writer with Jake Weddle, so I just wanted to cheer him up with a dumb and edgy joke. Oh, so it was a joke. Dustin actually did say the war crime stuff as a joke. Okay, that makes sense, because in a follow-up video of Jake Weddle's and Dogpack's interview, Jake Weddle seems to slip up, saying it was a joke.
He's the same guy who did the war crime joke.
Before quickly correcting himself.
Which turned out to not be a joke.
And his videos are pretty unedited, so he might have just accidentally let it slip through the cracks. And just to be clear, I'll show the clip of Dogpack's 13 million viewed video again, in which Jake and Dogpack clearly insinuated it wasn't a joke.
And I go up to my friend, my good friend. And I go, "They're not turning the lights off." He goes, "What? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists."
To be fair to Jake Weddle, it definitely seems like the way that he said it sounded like a joke for both of them. But I think Jake obviously ran with that idea, and so did Dogpack.
Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing.
It's a really big allegation to say that like Mr. Beast took away your agency and in a sense kind of like forced you into doing this. But
I agree. That is very serious. That's why.
All right, so Cam's only showing up in this because he's using the footage from Lyrics and Jake's debate. All right, so it's not like he's going to Cam for any kind of real information.
Alleged it.
Yeah, 40 and slip.
And viewers clearly didn't think it was a joke either. But just as I will rip into Jimmy later in this video, I'll also investigate Jake Weddle's story in more detail later in this video. Because in between him falsely accusing Jimmy of intentionally hiring an RSO and comparing himself consensually agreeing to doing a challenge for $10,000 a day, being allowed to leave whenever he wants, to rape victims and victims of war crimes.
That's what I've been saying.
He knew that was a joke.
This whole time.
War crime joke.
As well as spreading fake AI-generated incriminating voice recordings of Mr. Beast.
What are our options? Is this legally considered defamation? Because I'm not struggling here. Can someone please tell me what my options are here? Because we were supposed to launch the voice today. Jake knows what he wants. Jake knows what he thinks he needs. He's supposed to be a student. He has that dream. He has no idea how much fucking money I spent on that video to subscribe it. Jake, I really think it's a problem. I think it's positive. We really push.
Oh shit! I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think I've ever heard that before. But yeah, he wants to be a stupid stand-up comic. Truth to that. Now, there's a difference between being a stand-up comic, somebody who actually has talent and is funny, and then somebody who's a stupid stand-up comic, somebody not funny yet holds on to the dream where they're gonna someday be funny.
That's right. I got that sent to me, and you know what? That was AI.
Maybe say that before.
Oh, Hawk Tua made an AI called Tua that thing.
We're playing the recording.
Okay, so what was the point of even playing that then? What was even the point of playing that if it was AI?
Because you worked at Mr. Beast, and you know how people will just watch the recording and then click off of the video without ever hearing your disclaimer that it was AI generated. Oh, but then you wouldn't get as much money from views because this AI generated disinformation video is the one that got your channel monetized.
That's my brand, is being honest and crying a lot.
And then after making the
No, it's crying a lot and being a crybaby. That's it. Crying and being a crybaby and whining. That's your channel.
Slanderous claims, except
and shitty jokes.
$50,000 from Jimmy with no strings attached. There's a lot.
Yeah, catchy video title.
That's my brand, is being honest and crying a lot.
And about how Dogpack manipulated him. But let's first continue with all of the lies and manipulation.
Yeah, easy bait.
Dogpack404.
The truth doesn't mind being questioned. A lie doesn't like being challenged. Guys, this is the definition of my freaking channel right here. The truth doesn't mind being questioned. How many times have we had the same discussion, right? Like when I have people who will refuse to come on and talk to me about stuff that I'm saying they're full of shit on, always never want to talk about it. But the minute that I feel like if anybody challenged me on any position I have ever, I'd be happy to hold up to my end of the bargain. I would let anybody question me about anything. Why? Because I feel so confident that everything I say is truthful. And if it's not, then I'll gladly take the L. But at least I know that I have no problem talking about it because I believe that in my heart it's honest and it's the truth.
Now, for the visual learners watching, you'll see that I have behind me a wall. And this wall features most of Dogpack404's
I'm 14 and this is deep.
I say most because at this point there are just so many that I might have forgotten a few. And every time I disprove one of his accusations, it'll be crossed through with red marker. Every time I prove one to be uncertain, I'll add
Your channel is Harry Potter. Yeah, that's. I'm glad you figured it out, Ahmed. That's exactly what I'm going for.
a blue question mark.
Harry Potter Jacksepticeye.
Every time an accusation Dogpack made is true, I'll add a green check mark to it. And I know that you, and I, and everyone else wants to know about the illegal lottery.
Depends on who it is, Advocatus.
Really commit 3 malicious and predatory illegal lotteries as get-rich-quick scheme? Well, I will talk about them throughout my video in between all of the other accusations, starting right now with the alleged illegal lottery number 3 claim of Dogpack404. Or should I say doctoring up evidence to make more convincing claims you knew to be untrue Dogpack404.
I need to get Soggy Cereals tips for masking on green screen, man. His looks so much better than anything I've ever been able to put up.
Yeah, Dawson, I'm the first one who noticed. See, for the third illegal lottery, buy sure to be in a video live stream.
What's up, J-Sauce? I'm still alive, yes, somehow. Against all odds.
Did you read the description? You know, the description which I got via the Wayback Machine, where it literally says free entry available on site? Oh, but wait, you never actually found the description of that video, did you? You just made it look that way by doctoring up this fake YouTube UI. So you'd be more convincing and it'd look as if you had access to the original video and description. So people would more easily believe you. But I want you.
Oh man, this is terrible. This is like, how does Dogpack come back from this? I'll tell you how. The only way he comes back from this is if nobody sees this. Honestly, your channel being Harry Potter and Jacksepticeye was really obvious. Yeah, well, thank you, Ahmed. I mean, you know, I basically have told people that my channel is essentially me just turning my personality up to 11.
The viewers.
Thanks, J-Sauce. I can't see, so I'm not wearing my contacts today. I'm wearing my glasses.
Buy sure to be in my video live stream. And this one is the actual current YouTube UI you see whenever Dogpack shows a screen recording of public videos you can still watch. And when putting the two side by side, you can see that the UI for the illegal live stream is not the real YouTube UI. Instead of rounded corners, they're sharp, the likes are gone, the upload date is in a completely wrong spot where it has never been, and the button sizes and title font just seem off. And no, it's not because he found an older YouTube UI via the Wayback Machine like I did, because they don't hide likes and YouTube has never had this exact UI. Sure, it had sharp corners once, but nothing.
This comes from somebody who's been on YouTube for a long time. That's the only way that he finds stuff like this, is from somebody who's been on YouTube for a pretty long time.
Combination with these exact other UI elements. Well, you want to know the funniest part? Even the re-uploaded version that Dogpack found,
because this, I never would have noticed this.
Fake YouTube UI actually had copied the original live stream's description. So even in the re-upload he found, it says that there's a free entry option.
Dude, this, okay, so how did we, okay, first off, let me be clear. All right, I don't feel like most people know about, you know, illegal lotteries and shit enough to know whether or not a free entry available on site would have really mattered. But I mean, the fact that so many of us, even Legal didn't even pick up on this stuff originally. This is, a Soggy Cereal, you know, props to the guy. He spent a lot of time really getting into the weeds. He's probably been working on this since this whole thing came out and just released a video, which is why his information is so much better than everybody else's.
Yet he still doctored up this fake UI to make his intentional lies.
Yeah, this is a great video.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Funniest part is that Mr. Beast verbally says it on stream.
Go shopmrbeast.com, buy the shirt or hoodie. You could be one of the people that come down and compete in the video. There's also a free entry on the site as well. If you just 100 of which are going to be picked from, you know, people that buy this shirt or hoodie, or if you enter for free on the site as well, it's, that's an option as well. So,
oh my god, you're so sneaky. Now, when someone is prepared to doctor up evidence to make potentially incriminating lies more convincing, it automatically puts every single one of their accusations that isn't bulletproof into question. So, throughout this video, you'll also see that there are multiple examples of him leaving out crucial details from evidence that would easily disprove the accusations he's making. Because Dawson loves framing things deceitfully to push his personal agenda.
Shopify dashboard. We just have like a...
Considering this drama's probably been going on for a couple months now, Blue Jay, I'd probably say, you know, I feel like he spent at least a good month, maybe over a month on this video.
A random number.
And it shows.
And then like we just put the number, like if there's 1,000 orders, we just put it, picks a number between 1 and 1,000. Then my people give me the name.
Wait a second! Mr. Beast is only picking out of the Shopify list? Well, does that mean he's only giving away to paid entries after all? No. You can be part of a Shopify giveaway without having to make any purchase whatsoever. These are some generic examples of how to enter Shopify giveaways for free on the official Shopify website.
Hey, Kim.
Mr. Beast scamming someone out of a lifetime of dog food and then tried silencing the so-called victim on Reddit?
As far as fake giveaways go, I'm sort of limited in what I can say without exposing confidential information.
I love that's such a weaselly little move he always likes to do. Oh, I can't talk about it, guys. Sorry, can't talk about it because I might be giving away confidential information. But I have no problem sharing CP.
Getting sued. So my official statement is that sometimes things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional. Here's one example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free
Dogpack reaction from seeing this. Okay, so basically, so wait. What was the guy supposed to say? Wait, so this guy sucks, 1,000 boobs, let's go, baby.
food for life in exchange for
Base.
Mr. Beast to use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at Mr. Beast.
Also, for everybody out there who calls me a Mr. Beast sweeper, I brought up, go back into the history of my channel. You will see that I made a video criticizing Mr. Beast for the dog food thing months ago, before any of this stuff even came out. All right? So, yeah, how about that for all you haters?
And they said they were going to send it to the PR team, and then the Reddit post got taken down. So I don't know if it got resolved.
Not true. Here is a message from the Reddit user stating Mr. Beast did reach out to them, as well as everyone else.
Yeah, we covered that on the stream as well. But I don't ever remember Dogpack talking about this. But then again, I've never actually sat down and watched the whole Dogpack video from the beginning to the end, because by the time I actually started doing React streaming, it was already really late on that.
Apparently, this user just hadn't noticed at first because the Mr. Beast company's email went to the user's spam folder. The issue got resolved, and then the Reddit post...
But we did talk about it on that stream, I remember.
Things slip through the cracks, and personally, I believe that is intentional.
Oh, the new Feastables formula has more sugar and calories than Hershey's?
Mr. Beast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's, and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
Well, that'd be pretty messed up after Mr. Beast actively advertised his chocolate to be...
Oh, did he even get the chocolate wrong?
Luckily, it's just another lie. Dogpack is being deceitful here, because he's comparing a single serving size 43 grams Hershey's
Thank you, J-Cells.
to a 2 serving
Some do, though. Some do. And that's okay.
Instead of comparing it to a 1 serving size 35 grams Feastables bar. While if you recalculate the ingredients of both to 43 grams, then you'll see that Feastables still has less sugar than Hershey's and actually has less calories than the previous formula.
Bam! Gotcha, Dogpack. You didn't even get the Feastable stuff right.
No, it's not. Here's footage of them digging the pit.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
The 2 non-CGI buses and non-CGI train being in the pit after they drove them in there.
Shredder is CGI.
Nope. At this timestamp, they do shred an actual Lamborghini in a legitimate shredder. But I will say that when they use CGI, it looks fucking terrible, as if it came straight out of a CW show.
This car is digitally
Oh, taking a shot at CW shows now.
lifted.
This car isn't digitally lifted, however they did change the original red coloring to blue to make a visual distinction between the first rocket car they launched and failed, which was
Good
red,
lord,
and
this
the
is...
second one they launched, which succeeded.
It's the
but
death
was
of Dogpack before our eyes, guys.
because they were scared that both cars being red might confuse the audience, so in post, they just changed the second one's color to blue. But there was no digital lift.
Yeah, you can't fake that. You can't fake that explosion. I'm sorry. That's too realistic looking.
And that you're not
Oh no, Oompa.
you're not a disgruntled employee.
You can watch my video and like view it through the lens of, oh, this guy's just a disgruntled employee. But the evidence still speaks for itself.
Of course.
But the evidence
No, it
still
doesn't.
speaks for itself.
Of course.
This accusation of Dogpack404 actually upset this engineering YouTuber who passionately worked on that rocket car for months to get it working, just to have this goober claim that it's faked. But Dawson doesn't care about collateral damage done to others. He
Oh, we know that.
doesn't mind throwing people in front of non-CGI buses to push his own agenda. He did it with the rocket car YouTuber. He did it with that tricked employee's phone recording they showed without his consent.
Good lord, dude. This is bad. So bad.
Pressuring me into making a video accusing Mr. Beast with uncertain...
Okay, so I want to read this real quick because He keeps referring to this, but I don't think we've stopped and read it yet. Personally, I would find the Mr. Beast in-depth more intriguing. So I guess Soggy Cereal, he was asking Soggy Cereal to make a video for him. So then Soggy Cereal replies, yeah, but with all the uncertainty and refutability of specific proof right now, this could be me in both legal and financial trouble and ruin my entire channel, which I'm not looking for. Dogpack says, playing the kind of person to them, or playing the kind of person to then call me over dramatic pressure 101. Hey, I enjoy your channel. I don't want to screw you over, which is why I'm being upfront about all of this. However, I think you're being over dramatic. Yeah, so now, because now he's going after, okay, you poke the bull with the horns, Dogpack. Now Soggy Cereal's making a video destroying you.
Certain irrefutable evidence, which by now I know to be untrue, which he doubled down on, by the way. Every other commentary YouTuber did it without getting sued. Even though just because a lot of YouTubers tried milking the situation and threw unsubstantiated,
all more Pegasus videos,
disprovable accusations out there for clout, views, and money without
you're playing the kind person,
doesn't make it an okay thing to do, Dogpack. Or do you think it's acceptable to make false CP allegations? Which, maybe I should talk about that for a second. See, in a recent video on Rosanna Pansino's channel, Dogpack404 claimed to have access to leaked work chat messages, with one of them being Ava.
We've already debunked this.
Alleged CP of Ivanka Trump. Except Dogpack doesn't always use the term alleged.
Yeah, this is the most disgusting one by far. Well, actually, the CP was probably more disgusting.
And he also proudly admitted to having downloaded that uncensored alleged CP on a now deleted community post, and admits to having reverse image searched what he thought was CP in the
Dogpack professional CP searcher
video. Obviously, Dawson French himself was called out for owning and reverse image searching what he believed was fucking CP.
I like this evidence. I gotta find way more of it. Someone send me all the CP you got so I can find out if it's no, don't send it to me, guys. This is a joke, okay? Please, whatever you guys do, I will ban you if you send me that shit. But you get what I'm saying. I'm speaking as the Dogpack. All right, I'm just gonna shut up. This got weird real fast.
Because that is weird and a crime.
Of CP are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law. Legal definition of sexually explicit conduct does not require that an image depict a child engaging in a sexual activity. A picture of a naked child may constitute illegal CP.
So he deleted that community post.
Look, I will be fair to Dogpack. All right, this guy went from not being a YouTuber at all to being one of the most popular YouTubers that everybody's waiting for all of his videos to come out on. I can't imagine the pressure the guy was under to get like everything right, but you know, that still doesn't make it acceptable for him to be able to say and post whatever he wants about anybody just to get a good click, you know? We've already talked about this with his wanting to work for XQC. We talked about this wanting to work for Mr. Beast. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I should have been more clear that joke was supposed to be Dogpack saying that stuff, but it ended up just coming off really strange.
To then lie about never having had the uncensored CP on someone else's YouTube video. Funny thing is that it only took 1 hour for people to find this tweet about that exact picture of 18-year-old Ivanka Trump being in a GQ magazine. It legitimately took 1 hour.
Yeah, Nick found that shit so fast.
Accuse someone of distributing CP.
It's like he constantly
either that or Nick's people found it.
Trouble, and only when he's run out of lies and in face of a serious trouble. And
hey, Stucky, shout out.
Reveal the truth. Then he tries to pull the LOL I said allegedly thing again. I said as Ava alleges. I said in my opinion. I said may. I said if.
Yeah, this is the most disgusting one by far.
Props to Stucky.
The CP was probably more disgusting. But
so either Dogpack knew that it wasn't CP and made those false accusations anyways, or he's just a fucking idiot who can't even use Google. But that wasn't.
It is hard to decide if Dogpack is genuinely an evil guy and he knows what he's doing and he just doesn't care, or if Dogpack is just that stupid. That's really the question at the end of this.
The only lie in that video, was it, Dawson?
This isn't a work chat. This is just a small snapshot of a company chat, but it's, I think, one of many. I've heard that there's other company chats that they communicate on.
Yes.
And
it wasn't a work chat. It was created as an NSFW meme chat by already known degenerate Ava Christison. There's even examples of Ava getting mad whenever anyone talks about anything work related.
me is this is just a small snapshot of a company.
Yeah, I mean, we all know that Rosanna has kind of... now, the one thing that I will take exception to with this video a little bit, even though I think Soggy's absolutely hitting it out of the park with this, I feel like he's going a little lazy on Rosanna Pansino here. Like, Rosanna, you know, should have some kind of journalistic credibility when it comes to, like, you know... He can be evil and stupid. Yes, that's true. He could just be an evil, stupid guy. That's a fair point, Fairy Dog Mother. Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Company chat, small snapshot of a company chat.
What you're saying, the things that you're saying are truly in good faith, and that you're not a disgruntled employee.
You can watch my video and like view it through the lens.
Oh, this would be a perfect place to
that's just a disgruntled
play the
employee.
audio again.
But the evidence still speaks for itself.
However, at one point it was changed to a work chat by Ava, at which point she also kicked everyone unrelated out of there. But then the chat instantly died because obviously no one else, including Jimmy, wanted to use it as a work chat. Now, I will say that even though this image is confirmed not to be CP, Ava did seem to think it was at the time, and so this proves that she is even worse than we thought and is a disgusting individual. However...
Yeah, nobody's debating that. Ava Tyson, no, sorry, Bob.
The way Dogpack tried distributing what he believes was a picture of a sexually abused child to thousands of possibly child viewers wasn't to inform people of degenerate Ava Christison, but instead was to push his own agenda of framing Mr. Beast into allegedly knowing that Ava was a confirmed pedophile. It's so disgusting. See, I say framing because if you look at all of the messages around that image, it's a huge rant from not just Ava but other people as well about pedophiles exposed by the hacker group Anonymous in this Twitter thread she linked with that picture of Ivanka Trump, because it was in that Twitter thread, as well as a rant about Jeffrey Epstein and billionaire pedos. And I don't think context matters here on Ava Tyson's side. I still think this is fucking disgusting. However, I do think context matters for the people perceiving Ava Christison's messages.
Love that. Yeah, it's exactly it. You know, you could say all day long that you know, Ava is a disgusting person, but when you try to lump it in with all the people who work at Mr. Beast too, this is where, you know, the real issues start to come up.
Sorry, but if I'd see my friends actively ranting about pedophiles and bashing them, I'd actively
for sure, avocados.
not think they're a pedophile when they send degenerate memes like this. I just cringe on the inside. While
I don't think Rosanna will ever be forgiving of Jimmy for not letting her win the hide and seek bullshit or giving her third place.
Thinking that they have a degenerate sense of Zoomer humor. Even Trey Yates, the person who leaked the work chat to Dogpack and Rosanna, refers to those memes as a weird thing Ava found funny in the past, instead of confirmed pedophile messages.
A lot of the edgy type of content and a lot of the, you know, edgy cringeworthy humor started with Ava. Like, she sent a bunch of messages that probably shouldn't have been sent in a work group chat just because she thought it was funny at the time.
So even he, who actively dislikes Mr. Beast, didn't even notice.
So with all this evidence, I think it's definitely fair to say that Jimmy knew about Ava Tyson's behavior.
But Soggy, Rosanna Pansino and Dogpack404 reported Jimmy Beast to the FBI, so he's gotta be a pedophile. I think people vastly underestimate just how easy you can report someone to the FBI. Even as a non-American citizen myself, I just created this entire forum of Rosanna Pansino and Dawson French, aka Dogpack404, distributing CP in 2 minutes on tips.fbi.gov, which I will now submit to the FBI. Soggy Cereals reported Rosanna Pansino and Dawson French to the FBI. Holy shit, there's gotta be guilty now. See what I did there?
It's
Also,
beautiful. I
didn't submit
freaking love that.
because unlike
That's
two
freaking hilarious.
other creators, I'd rather not waste the FBI's time from finding actual CP distributors to push a selfish, manipulative, and personal agenda, and manipulating Rosanna Pansino so you could use her bigger channel to spread this disinformation is so vile. Look, I knew you were petty, Dawson, but I never expected you to stoop this low. He also tried dragging the famous anime Higehiro and its fandom through the mud by saying it's about a 26-year-old having a romantic relationship with a minor.
Let's see if Jimmy knew about Ava's concerning behavior. June of 2021, he sends a message of an anime called Higehiro. It says, I bet Chris would love this show. Why?
Random slop channel person guy, such a great handle. Yeah, that's a good handle.
What's this show about?
Well, it's interesting that you ask because the show is about a romantic relationship between a 26-year-old salaryman and a 17-year-old high school runaway.
Thumb wrestled the button at one.
Saying, I bet Chris
Got to
would
get
love
back in
this
that ring,
show
Daddy
because
Scambait.
it's right up her alley.
Why do you think Chris would love that show, Jimmy?
And Mr. Beast saying Ava would love this? Even though the anime is about the exact opposite.
He posted that one thing about the anime with the like a doll getting into a relationship with a.
That's okay. Okay, here's the thing. That's a lie. That is such a
Not a
bullshit
lie.
lie.
It's not
Yes,
a
it
lie.
is. Yes,
He
it
literally
is.
said-
Pimpleton made it into this video.
The context.
Let's go.
No, the context of that anime. That show is about a 26-year-old guy. Okay, he takes in this runaway girl who is selling herself to prostitution. She's like 17 or whatever, 16. I don't remember. She's 17, 16.
Soggy really went deep.
Selling her body because she ran away from home because some other shit happened. And I remember this because my friend tried showing this to me. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It turned out it was actually a very wholesome show about this dude kind of teaching her like how to get through like all this trauma that she had in her life. There was never any romantic intentions there. Sure, if you watch the anime in the first episode, the girl was coming on to him, but the guy rejected her and saw her as a daughter. That whole show, he had a whole nother love interest in that show this whole time. This was never about the dude getting into a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old.
You guys actively pissed off the entire anime side of Twitter with this one. So this again more so proves Jimmy didn't know.
Yeah, don't come after people's anime. They take that personally.
Wanna know the worst of all? Dogpack and Rosanna used what they thought was a CP picture as clickbait for their fucking thumbnail.
Yeah.
They even A/B tested 3 versions of it. You know, just trying to get some more views by putting alleged CP in your quirky thumbnails.
Yeah, this has got to be by far one of the dumbest things I've ever seen anybody do on YouTube, let alone someone who has 14 million subscribers. You know, God forbid, thank God this wasn't a child. But if it was, I don't know how Rosanna could ever come back from that. I mean, I don't care if you censor the most grotesque images ever. I mean, there's still grotesque images that affected somebody.
Will the allegedly abused child garner more views with the red background or the pink background? Following their logic, they are now both confirmed pedophiles and should have
Yes, they are.
known that of one another. I can't, dude.
And nobody's ever going to convince me that Rosanna and Dogpack aren't sleeping together. I'm sorry. You'll never convince me that she didn't like hook up with the guy at least.
I can't.
I heard it from someone who heard it from
Video
someone.
Where they do all this, a Dogpack dares to try and invalidate my past accusations that his video IDs he came up with while working at Mr. Beast were weirding and creeping employees out.
I suggested a video for breast cancer awareness about buying.
How are others getting canceled and she's still... Because she's too big. She's too big, Daddy Scambait.
The actual video is supposed to be paying for mastectomies and cosmetic surgeries for breast cancer survivors.
That's amazing. That's wonderful.
With a thumbnail and title like these? Oh, wait. If this wasn't supposed to be creepy or weird, then why did you make sure to blur the title and thumbnail when showing it on screen? Don't be shy, I still got the sharp version. Oh, was it because 4 objectified headless pairs of boobs with the Mr. Beast clickbait face and the title, I bought 1,000 boobs? Was it in line with your I'm not a weird creep agenda you were trying to
I bought
push?
1,000 boobs.
It's about cancer awareness.
Yeah, I guarantee they are.
You realizing your manager didn't think that joke of
And Jake Weddle's just got to sit over in the corner and watch because he's not allowed to join in. So he's crying in the corner because Rosanna's like, no, you stay there, Dogpack. No, you stay there, Jake Weddle. Dogpack, it's Dogpack's turn. It was just his turn a minute ago. Yeah, it's still his turn.
Objectifying women was.
When's it gonna be my turn? When you cut that stash.
Skin by, you know, using cancer.
Exactly.
He also sent in these work IDs, such as Baby Battle Royale with babies carrying assault rifles, or Mr. Beast does every drug challenge. Were those also for Breast Cancer Awareness Month? Also, didn't you say that Mr. Beast is mainly targeted toward kids?
Encouraging like almost children simping for these people. I would say he's gained most of his audience since then, and his content's only gotten younger. Now, Mr. Beast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds.
What happened to that claim? Look, I expected them at the end of the video to say that it was some twisted parody, but nope, they seem pretty proud of their slanderous.
You know it's true, the
admitted
ESB.
to committing
Sick within your heart.
alleged federal crimes. So, same time next week? But his collateral damage doesn't...
Yeah, same time next week. My husband hasn't been putting out in a while since I've been posting my feet pics all over the internet.
And with allegedly abused children, he also uses old people. For example, he tried using contestant 58 from the ages 1 to 100 video by claiming that he didn't really wink.
In this video, this wink was added in post.
And that number 58
oh my God.
here number 42 getting out of the booth.
In fact, 58 was actually on the far opposite side of the room from 42, and he just didn't hear him.
And because of that, number 58, a 58-year-old man, was so confused and getting harassed online to the point he felt that he had to make a TikTok about it.
Hey guys, Mr. 58. Been a while since I've posted anything, but something's really been concerning me a little bit.
Oh, look at this pup.
I've been seeing things on the internet that have said I didn't wink in the Mr. Beast video 1 to 100. I did wink.
Yeah, send that to me.
I winked a few times, as a matter of fact. The other thing that's been said is I didn't hear 42 say he was stepping out of his cue. Yes, I heard 42 say he was stepping out of his cue. I did it on my own accord to step out with 2 seconds left on the clock. I know of nothing in that video that was staged whatsoever, and I don't know why these rumors are going over the internet that
damn, dude.
Happened. Everything that I did in that video, and nothing was edited after the fact. Everybody be good and have a great day.
This is just sad.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is.
I'm mad seeing this old sweet guy get so upset. And what was Dogpack's proof for these claims? Well, I've got to preview the 1 to 100 video once, so now you've got to believe every baseless claim I make around it. Because you're so trustworthy, Dawson. I'd rather believe the sweet old guy who literally was in the video.
Everybody be good and have a great day.
Yeah, everybody be good. Have a great day. Except Dawson. I hope you have a rough day.
He did it with Mark Bates, a random subscriber contestant.
I subscribed to Mr. Beast and literally won $1 million. I literally was in this video right here, and all I did was subscribe. I had no relationship with Mr. Beast or anything like that. And they flew me down to North Carolina. I live in Cleveland, and changed my life forever. Literally. All I did was subscribe.
Who won $1 million and then made a video after winning that prize, which Dogpack just took a very out of context clip from.
Another example of things slipping through the cracks.
The second thing that I probably would do.
All right, avocados, thank you.
I talked to Jimmy after I won $1 million, after I finally got the remaining amount in my bank account. I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So.
Oh no, he didn't invest for Mark. Oh wait, what's this clip right after? Which Dogpack conveniently didn't put in his video?
Invest, but yeah, that didn't happen. So. Yeah, and let me clarify, Jimmy did help me. Cause I know, like I said, I know y'all be like,
oh, he didn't help him.
He did help me financially, but like giving me money he did give me funds.
Oh, so Mr. Beast.
Oh my God.
Even after winning and spending the $1 million? Okay. Apparently they just had him on a monthly salary at the Mr. Beast company without him having to perform any work there. Well, this guy's a victim.
She's a thirst trapper, bro.
Fucking frustrated from Dogpack using this out of context clip to push his personal agenda that he made two
Seems
more
like she
videos
desperately has like a lot of insecurities.
he was getting from
What's up, Soul? How you doing, girl?
You guys been saying that I'm a victim of Mr. Beast and that he didn't help me. You've been talking about everything. It's not my story, so I really wanted to get up here and tell you guys that Mr. Beast really did come through for me, Jimmy. I love you.
Dogpack doesn't give a shit about who or what he uses.
No,
or
clearly not.
whose life he ruins just to push his own narrative, and it's fucking disgusting. Showing out of context clips and snippets is something that Dogpack does a lot, by the way. He also did it with Mac when Mr. Beast asked him what he was gonna do with the $800,000 he won.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I've got 3 friends of mine, childhood friends of mine, and they don't have a lot of money. I'm gonna make sure they don't have to worry about money anymore. I mean, my life's changed now.
Oh wow, he's gonna give it to his 3 less fortunate friends? Well, that is so kind. Let's see what Dawson made of this.
Bathrooms.
What are you gonna spend the $800,000 on?
I mean, my life's changed now.
Yeah, I'm sure that
My life's
$800,000
changed
is
now.
really gonna change your life.
Oh, he cut that whole part out to insinuate Mac was gonna spend it on more bathrooms in his huge mansion that he didn't even have.
Mac started working full-time.
Take a look at this. Take a look at it.
Move into any old house. He moved into $1 million mansion. His 6,000 square foot $1 million.
Look at the feet.
Comes with a movie theater. And
Look at the feet.
7 bathrooms.
See, I saw the actual property listing and, well, obviously I can't show this, so you've got to trust me on my word. But the house is on the name of another editor at Mr. Beast.
She's really cashing in on that, ain't she, guys?
Because he himself didn't have a house. But Soggy, didn't you expect?
Yeah, I'm not getting her only feats either.
Why are you now picking his side? I don't pick sides, nor do I just blindly hate every person I criticize. What am I? A disgruntled employee acting like a toddler? Mac left Iraq after all. And by the way, I've never seen Mac try and use fake CP to push a personal agenda.
Nope,
Also,
can't say I've done that either.
take that clip from my video out of yours. Cause now you're using my content to push your lies.
So over the next 7 days, I'm gonna be giving 1,000 random people that subscribe a free Samsung Galaxy S24.
How is this legal? I don't get it. All you have to do is...
Yeah, it seems that way, Fairy.
What you have to do to enter to win one of these phones is subscribe.
It's a scam. Holy shit.
The Samsung giveaway was legit. Here you can see old testimonies from random subscribers who won and got...
Yeah, her cashing in on the feet stuff. I don't know if it's kind of like supposed to be kind of a troll about how her feet are ranked higher than someone else's, I think. But yeah, this is it's weird. It's absolutely strange, and you know, I think that there's a bit of insecurity going on with Rosanna that most people aren't really seeing.
Contacted by Mr. Beast. Also, PewDiePie never bashed that clip. It's just another example of Dogpack's manipulative editing. Now, even though we've only touched the tip of the lies of Dogpack,
Just the tip.
I preemptively want to ask Dawson, why would you knowingly spread all of this disinformation? Now, Dogpack, something you really shouldn't say because it would make you look real dumb, is either...
He mentioned the fact that he is not a professional journalist or investigator, just a guy throwing allegations around for other people to properly investigate.
As you did in a desperate attempt to save the little credibility you had left after falsely accusing someone of domestic violence.
Whatever happened to this girl? Surprise witness. I haven't seen her in forever. Like, did she get kicked out of the group? Did she get kicked out of the group? Was she not welcome anymore because of her crazy face filters?
And kicking their dog in your third video. Because this is...
Or maybe she was upset that Jake Weddle and Dogpack were invited to Rosanna's house, but she wasn't. Because Rosanna was like, no other bitches.
what you said in your first video, which I'm...
Or no girls. Sorry, I've been told to Miss Lately wants me to stop using the B word in reference to girls. So I won't. All right. I will do better. I will do better, guys. She deleted some of her videos. Did she? Wow, so she's really walking back. Now, let's be clear. I don't think that all women are bitches. All right. I want to just be very clear about that. Just sometimes women act in a certain way that I think the only way I can really refer to them is... but that was in reference to Rosanna saying things about surprise witness. But I think there had to be a little power struggle going on over there between the two. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I'm thinking. Has Surprise Witness said anything about this yet?
I'm also disproving.
And I don't want to put a lot
Yeah,
of
watch your mouth.
into this video. You should just believe the receipts that I'm showing you and not what I'm saying.
Well,
I know. So obviously, I don't feel that way about every woman.
So far, they're telling me that you're a lying asshole. And before you try and defend yourself with plausible deniability, I'll just play this clip.
Mr. Beast knows this, but you know he's a poker player. He likes a little bluffery, a little plausible deniability.
Also, me disproving cheap attempts at slander from this guy doesn't mean I'm defending this guy. I know a lot of people believe in the
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
Safe option. I know there's people have been living under a rock lately, but defending Mr. Beast right now is actual career suicide. While regurgitating Dogpack's lies is the easy and safe way to generate millions of views and hundreds of thousands of dollars. But in my
Hells to the effing yeah. Thank you, Soggy Cereal. We've been saying this forever. Like, if you guys go into the comments of my Mr. Beast videos, I'm constantly getting ridiculed for being a Mr. Beast sweeper. Only because I call it what I call what I see. Mr. Beast has never reached out to me. Mr. Beast has never paid me a single dollar. In fact, I'd make so much more money if I acted like Cam Nuggets, right? I'd probably have 10 times more subscribers than I have now. But guess what? I don't want any people to watch me because you know what? Most of those people want to hear what they want, and the minute you say something down the road that they don't agree with, they're going to leave you anyway. So I'd rather have people who appreciate me for my honesty than people who are going to, want me to say what they want to hear. It's stupid. Like the same thing happened to Willie Mack, same thing happened to Nick, same thing happened to Chud. Everybody who dare criticizes Dogpack whatsoever, yet you got Cam Nuggets, skyrocketing but his whole audience is full of a bunch of idiots. I said it. Soul and EG get dragged into these comments, and we do not glaze Mr. Beast. No, we do not glaze Mr. Beast at all. I promise you.
In my opinion, blindly taking either side should be heavily frowned upon because there are some very questionable and fucked up decisions Mr. Beast has made
absolutely he
held
has.
accountable for. And I'll get to that. However, to effectively criticize him, help genuine victims, and hold him morally and legally accountable, we must first clear the table of all of the lies that have been spread by Dawson French, aka Dogpack404, such as the lie of Feastables using child slavery.
Exactly.
Google search to find several public articles to prove that from October 2023, the same time when they took their slave-free banner off of the Feastables website, they've been in talks to join Tony Chocolonely's Open Chain Ethical Sourcing Initiative, and did so officially from March 2024, which if you don't know, Tony Chocolonely's is a Dutch chocolate brand known for their
Tony's Chocolonely's
as ethically as possible, and one of few companies legitimately doing so. And now Feastables is the first major US-based company
Tony Chocolonely. It's fun to say.
Reduce child labor and slavery in the chocolate production process. But then, why they take slave-free banner off of Feastables' website? Well, dear Dogpack, already typing that question up on Twitter, you can literally read the answer on the Tony Chocolonely's website. Why did you make the switch from slave?
Dude, Soggy knows Dogpack so well, and he knows every single question he's going to ask to try to debunk what he says, and he's making it so Dogpack cannot respond to this whatsoever.
Free to exploitation free. We've adapted our mission messaging to help us express.
Yes, we are, Soul. Fair and balanced.
Today. When Tony started, we were
even if it gets us in trouble.
One issue in the cocoa industry, but as we've grown, our areas of impact have grown too. Our mission statement needs to be inclusive of all the work we do today, from addressing multidimensional poverty to remediating child labor and everything in between. Wow! It took one Google search to not falsely accuse someone of using child slavery? Yes. For the people who don't know, Dogpack did falsely accuse someone of DV, and
it's great, Soul.
Mr. Beast, Dogpack404, put out his third video, Mr. Beast's Secret CEO, in which he was later proven to have accused an innocent man, James Warren, Mr. Beast's cousin, of domestic violence. He later admitted this on Twitter after his own source disproved him, and he looked into it himself, only to find out.
Stucky getting a lot of love in this video.
Sanders' video is still up, by the way, after more than a month of people begging him to take it down. Disclaimer, he took it down a few days ago, but after almost 2 months and 3.1 million views, you're not getting off the hook that easily, Dawson. And the video of the false CP allegations is also still up. He also made...
Yeah, Rosanna's never going to take that shit down. Rosanna will keep that up till pressure mounts to the point where she's got to worry about her career, and then she'll take it down.
Live ruining allegations against Lokoya Hill, who was the person that made the decision to fire Dogpack. Here's an audio clip from the leaked firing interview at Beats.
Yes, please do, avocados.
I'm our CEO. Part of my job is that you're pushing back on everything that we're saying. So
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company.
Oh wait, did he just?
Allegations against Lokoya Hill, who was the person that made the decision to fire Dogpack. Here's an
Oh man! Oh shit! Did you guys hear that? Lokoya Hill was the reason Dogpack got fired. That's why he's going after him.
audio clip from the leaked firing interview at Beast.
I'm our CEO. Part of my job is.
I'm Lokoya. I'm the COO.
You're pushing back on everything that we're saying. So
Well, because you're trying to fire me, and I want to work at this company.
I'm the CEO of this company. If I'm talking, don't interrupt me. And I am telling you this is what's happening, and you're telling me that I'm wrong. I am not wrong.
No wonder. This all makes so much sense.
We will take care of.
I appreciate that. Can I please have a second chance?
Can I please have a second chance, Mr. Beast? Please don't fire me. You wouldn't want me to go on a big tirade about your company, would you?
If I'm getting paid, just let me come in and let me try to be coachable. If Hoodie changes his mind, can I? And I've been trying to get to this point of working on Mr. Beast for a long time.
I wonder why he's trying to destroy Lokoya's life.
I think there are other people at the company. If I were to switch departments, that would be very happy to have me. I don't care about the salary.
It's not what happened, dude.
Or Dog's
Oh my God, yo, how shitty of an employee did he have to be to get fired that fast?
She's your hiring manager.
Or put a picture of his manager on his psychotic wall for no reason but personal spite. Coincidentally, all three of those people were in the room when Dogpack was fired.
Please, Mr. Beast, please don't fire me. I could be better. I could be a good boy. I promise you, Lokoya. I will not talk about booty call Wednesdays ever again.
Car, we are still going to reimburse you.
This is the original contract and the original NDA. And so
It's like he's just doing all this
Oh
out
my
of a
God,
personal
dude.
grudge. Yes.
We will lie if we have
Yeah,
to. I mean,
of course.
I just try to be honest, I guess.
No, you see, this is why everybody was so mad about Oompaville doing his video on Dogpack. Oompa, do you see why everybody was giving you such a hard time, dude?
What is selfless?
Yeah, see, J-Sauce. Yes, we're finally getting J-Sauce on our side, guys. Let's go.
Hero. You know, a selfless hero who...
This is what we've been trying to tell you since day one. Now, again, we're not saying that Mr. Beast is like a great guy, but we've been, this is stuff that a lot of people have been talking about for a while, and why we have to be very critical of everything that Dogpack says.
whenever he can, mentions that he didn't make these slanderous videos with any personal gain in mind.
That's like the whole point of this is the video's not monetized. It's on a new account.
Wait, what do you mean that's the whole point? You didn't say that.
Like, in the description of my video, it says, or in the intro too, it says this is not monetized. Because if it's monetized, then people think I'm just doing it for clout and money.
But you're doing it to expose the truth on woke media.
Exactly.
But you're doing it to expose the truth on woke media.
Exactly.
This is textbook manipulation. Him saying he's not gaining anything out of these videos is extremely deceptive.
Yes.
He gained 700,000 loyal subscribers, collaborations with huge creators, which he's clearly trying to abuse. And
Yes, absolutely. We've been saying this since day one. Oh my God, thank you. Soggy Cereal, thank you. Thank you so much.
It's all...
You can all told you so at me. I'm okay with being wrong. No, we're not gonna do that, J-Sauce. We're not gonna say that. But we're so glad that you're finally like seeing what concerns we've had about this. We're not the type to be like, I told you so. Unless it's Cam Nuggets. We'll do it to him. But anybody else, no.
Built on lies, deceit, and manipulation. If there is one person who gained anything from all this, it's Dogpack. And purely out of principle, I'm putting a mid-roll.
Yeah, not the people who show up to the streams.
Talks about how Mr.
For
Beast
sure.
scammed everyone by having people pay to get their memes sent to the moon, the rocket exploding, and them not offering refunds. First of all, people have shown proof of getting refunds even before the failed launch, just because it took longer than expected. Second of all, Have you thought about a second launch? And as usual, I don't just have to take Dustin's word for it. The news article, which you put in your proof document, literally states the following. However, failure would not mean the end for S Robotic, which is the company Mr. Beast paid to carry a copy of the hard drive filled with the memes. It's certainly going to have some impact on our relationships and our ability to secure additional missions in the future. S Robotic already has a contract to fly another robotic lunar lander mission for NASA later this year. And this conveniently went unmentioned in your video.
3 years later, the spaceship...
Speed it up, just because we still got a little bit of video left, so we want to... Let's get to... I think we can all understand in a little quicker speeds.
It finally launched, carrying beautiful pictures of deceased loved ones to the moon, where they would be immortalized. It fucking exploded.
Side note, Dogpack also used another very manipulative tactic, where he shows this stinky, dinky scrap metal rocket instantly exploding, which made people believe that Mr. Beast was really trying to nickel and dime this entire space mission, while in reality, the actual spacecraft carrying the hard drive was a high-quality Vulcan Centaur rocket made in collaboration with NASA as well as the ULA.
Mrs. Lately's very kind for sharing you with us. Yes, she is so kind for sharing my time with y'all.
Launching a new era in spaceflight to the moon and beyond.
Stinky dinky rocket. High quality spacecraft carrying the hard drive with memes from Mr. Beast. Dogpack's manipulation. Reality. But Soggy, what about the insider knowledge he has from working there?
In my opinion, as somebody who worked for Mr. Beast,
it has been proven time and time again, he only worked there for 20 workdays. As a new employee in like a 250 to 300 employee company, you're not gonna get much credible insider knowledge in 20 days. But he also had anonymous text messages from ex-Mr. Beast employees.
Yeah, which he could have got easily from another phone that he could have sent to himself.
Well, see, I have two notes on that. One is that I feel like anonymous text messages can be used as tangible proof if either you have the receipts to back them up, or you as a person can be trusted to not have faked or manipulated.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much.
Dawson on that one. And two, even if those messages are from legitimate ex-Mr. Beast employees,
I know a lot of people were waiting for me to react to this video, so that's why we're doing it today.
They're wrong. This text, for example, which Dogpack uses as a foundation for Mr. Beast rigging his challenges, according to them, after a shift change in the 100 Boys v Girls video, no girls were eliminated when closing off their circles, so it was pretty much rigged. They think? Okay, love the lack of confidence in their own games, and the lack of confidence makes sense. Because if you simply watch...
Guys, don't even make me start saying I heard again. Don't even make me. Every single comment that came from those anonymous text messages was, I heard.
The 100 Girls v Boys video, you can clearly see a girl got eliminated during that part of the challenge. And in this behind the scenes video, you can even see how many cameras they had to make sure the challenge wasn't rigged.
So we could constantly monitor it. This is the kind of stuff we don't normally show. We had to have 6 or 7 people here monitoring every angle, because if they just touch the red line, they're out.
He also used this video as a prime example of Mr. Beast never using random subscribers, even though multiple people who can be identified by their nameplate can be proven to be random, non-influencer
there's money involved, and that's
Thank you, Soul. Let's go.
Soul and Luna super chatted $5. Let the support flow.
Got a fire
Love
going
your
on
EG
outside.
and Mrs.
Oh, yeah,
Lately.
last night, guys, you guys missed a dramatic moment here. My whole apartment starts filling up with smoke. Oh my God. Y'all hear that? We're on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Not us, but my apartment was on fire last night. So, my apartment started filling up with smoke. Yeah, I know. The bot is sleeping. I don't know what's up with that. Thank you, Soul. Thank you so much.
Soul and Luna super chatted $5.
EG is based. Well, I can't say that about myself. I can't say that about myself. But I think I'm mildly based. But the whole apartment starts filling up with smoke last night, and my daughter comes running out. She goes, "Do you smell that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I smell that." I'm like, "Go stand out in the stairwell real quick." And I run downstairs and I start pounding on the neighbor's door, and I'm like, "Yo, are you guys smelling smoke in here?" And they're like, "Yeah, we accidentally lit on fire a thing of muffins that we had on top of the oven." And I'm like, "Dude, like, can you guys like try to understand that like I'm, you know, I got a kid up here. Like, please, like, try to be a little more careful with your shit." But yeah, that was a dramatic moment y'all missed last night.
From outside of North
Also,
Carolina.
we're working on a family vlog for the members only.
you will not win $1 million.
I subscribed to Mr. Beast and literally won $1 million.
Oh, that contestant had to get out for her job? I guess you forgot she's your hiring manager. I actually recognize a lot of people in this video, including Jimmy's own girlfriend.
Yeah, Dawson. Because they were filling in for contestants who had COVID at the time. You can see Mr. Beast's girlfriend publicly talking about this in a...
Oh man, if only somebody had put out a video debunking all this stuff and saying what's true and what isn't. Oh wait, that was this guy right here. I did that.
Podcast from years ago, by the way.
I saw on your Twitter.
And I got called glazing again. Mr. Bleast Glazer.
Yes, that was an accident. On the day, everybody had to go for COVID tests, and a lot of people came, got their COVID tests, and they tested positive. And the girls somehow ended up with way too little contestants. So I got a call randomly from the studio, and they're like, "We need a female."
What, you wanted them to let contestants with COVID participate?
Yeah, like a day in the life kind of vlog, but like for the weekend. You know, not me at work.
Debate in the challenge. And in
It's
the
only going to be
podcast,
members only, though.
The contestants were informed beforehand.
So make sure you join.
They lost. They'd still receive the $5,000
Because I don't want to put publicly out there my family. You know what I mean?
$5,000.
It's behind a paywall for a reason.
To leave the circle.
Yeah.
So the goal was, it was sort of a psychological test, really.
Did people know that if they left, that they would still win?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was the big plot twist, which I'm a huge fan of.
So not only were you wrong on all accounts, this is probably the worst video you could have possibly tried.
When am I going to Patreon? I don't know, Jammer.
Challenges are...
I don't know. I have a Patreon. I have it set up. I never created tier lists or did or have any content over there. But maybe maybe that would be a good place for it to be. Yeah, I'm trying to up the members' content to make it so that the members are getting rewarded with more stuff than they have been getting. Because again, without you guys, it'd be hard to keep doing this stuff. So I want to start creating a lot more members-only content for you guys.
Rigged. And then your only other example of this accusation is the "in 10 minutes this room will explode" video.
I want to show one more example. This is a real-time video, meaning the time elapses the same in the video as it does in real life. And the timer is clearly added in post.
Okay, this is just getting embarrassing at this point, but you sent me this picture, Dawson.
Maybe one day we'll switch to Patreon, but I'm not sure when.
Video. And if you look real closely,
I feel like we got to get bigger.
You'll notice that it's a set from the 10-minute video where you can see that the timer was in fact not added in post.
So you could assume that producers might be off camera with remote switches to trigger the flow of water.
Assume my ass. You didn't assume shit. You're breaking your NDA by spreading confidential info you knew
absolutely
on that set. And yes, I do give permission to anyone whose life got damaged by Dawson French to use my video against him in court.
The producers might know how long it takes for the water.
We have 53 people watching. Isn't that crazy?
How many turns of the valve it takes.
I don't know where they're watching from, but they're watching.
To make the results close.
No, they did it for safety. As to not force someone to exert extreme force trying to turn valves underwater in a room submerged in water. Just like they replaced contestants who had COVID with employees, because for safety.
I guess we have a lot of people over on Twitch or on Kick watching.
Same with this video, where a safety team forced the Mr. Beast crew off of their
But if you're new, welcome.
Stranded at sea video for about an hour because of this dangerous lightning storm. Wait, what was it you said again?
You can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But you didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht.
Oh yeah. You lied about them allegedly sleeping on a luxurious production yacht. No, they were forced to stay on a rusty barge for about an hour for their own safety and went back on their raft as soon as a life-threatening lightning storm passed. And here is video proof from the rusty barge.
Oh wow, check out that. Look how luxury it is, everybody. So much luxury.
Wow, what a luxurious yacht. Now you can still argue about the fact that they went.
Oh, he's knocking it out of the park. Soggy's crushing it.
Forced by your safety team to leave your raft once to get on a rusty barge.
Yeah, soul.
To sit out a life-threatening lightning storm to then get back on the raft as soon as possible.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in some of my photography or anything like that, check me out on Instagram. We're gonna start doing more photography over there and some more content that you guys will only see over on Instagram. So it's worth it to I'm gonna have different types of content all over the platform. So.
It's making sure people don't die. On one side, you're preaching, the Mr. Beast company isn't safe enough.
Wow.
But then you use every single example of them actually implementing safety protocols against them as if they're doing it to rig challenges or not always use random subscribers.
Also, can I go back to the HR lady leaving or the hiring manager leaving the circle on purpose? I think she left it on purpose to give the random subscribers a better chance at winning, you know?
Do I really have to explain why they don't use complete strangers in challenges that include a man and a woman having to stay together in a small enclosed space for 100 days? Pick a side, Dawson. Do you want them to fucking die for a challenge, or do you want them to be saved? Guess why the 24 people in a circle for $1 million video didn't get published, which Dawson insinuates was some elaborate scheme to force more people to buy shirts, and then they'd run away with the profit.
We're gonna have 24 people. We're gonna put them in 24 different circles.
$1 million on the line, have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
Also, this video never happened. There is no Mr. Beast video of 24 people in circles competing for $1 million. So like, did they just pocket the money or what?
Well, again, it was because of peak COVID. And this time, I'll let the contestants who took part in that 24 people in the
See you, DSB. Thanks for hanging out.
Explain what happened. I've heard that you were in the 24 people in a circle compete for $1 million challenge. Can you talk a bit about how you were invited to that challenge, what kind of happened, why it was never published?
Mr. B started that 24-hour live stream where he was signing t-shirts and giving stuff away for that challenge. So I threw that on. I'm like, we'll just put this on in the background. We'll watch it the whole time. And he's giving away tickets.
Well, check that out. That guy doesn't look like a child either.
And I just kept blowing up the comment section. I didn't even buy a shirt. I won one of the invitations through the comment section on YouTube.
Oh, for free.
Oh, that's cool.
Free participation. Yeah. No purchase necessary, I guess.
Yeah, during like the height of COVID and everything. It was actually in November. We quarantined for 2 weeks. It's a super nice hotel, like, 2 bedrooms, and they bring meals to our room 3 times a day. It was good food, just wanted to keep everybody safe and make sure.
Thank you, Kim. We appreciate your support.
The way that we could to engage in this video. We all COVID tested, did a giant circle. There was 24 of us, and right in the middle, there's $1 million. And we competed for a few days. All of a sudden, in the middle of the night, one of the subcontractors that worked for the team came in and kind of rushed the gun and didn't wait for his COVID results. And he tested positive. And Jimmy came out and he's like, guys, I hate to do this, but one of the guys on the crew has tested positive and I got to keep you all safe. So they canceled the video and they apologized. They sent us all home with 10 grand as an apology.
Damn.
Year in January or something like that. We actually got the call again.
Nice little chunk.
Refilm this video. And they brought us all back out and they're like, it's not going to be a 2-week quarantine. We're going to do like a 4 or 5 day quarantine. And during that period of time, pretty much everybody got COVID, including myself. Like, he's just like, I'm so sorry, but like, we literally we can't do it because everybody's sick, but we'll make it up to you in the future. And again, even then, he gave us like financial contributions to help.
Did they split just like the $1 million over everyone?
Exactly.
Wow.
$1 million prize money over every 24 contestants.
They took the $1 million and divided it through the 24.
They gave you guys $1,240,000 in total, I guess.
Just stay in a hotel room.
Damn, dude. That guy made out like a freaking bandit. He got $240,000. $240,000 and he didn't even have to win it? God, that isn't... I wish that I got into a Mr. Beast video. Mr. Beast, look at all the sweeping I'm doing for you, man. Put me in something.
Jesus Christ. You guys get the point that this guy is about as trustworthy as Richard Nixon during Watergate. And at this point, he has broken his NDA, committed serious defamation.
Yeah, that was a nice we're sorry bonus.
The process harmed not just Mr. Beast, but also several other innocent people who clearly mean nothing more to him than collateral damage. I'm actually surprised people don't want this guy sued. But hey, I'm no lawyer, so I don't know what's illegal. So I called one. And what Dawson is doing is surely not legal. By now, the results of an investigation done into the Mr. Beast LLC by an external third-party law firm have been shared and completely aligns with all of the evidence.
Yeah, Mr. Beast could have easily sent everybody home with us. Sorry, guys. Like, we tried our best, but instead he gave them all a ton of money.
So if at this point you still choose to believe this guy, I kindly want to ask you to stop watching my video and continue putting crayons up your nose while drooling over Dogpack's face. Hey! What, however, is legal is the second illegal lottery.
But almost any clip you do find will have some new violation of internet gambling or sweepstakes laws.
I thought it was him. I was like, he won. Wait, let's go! Wait, it's literally like, it's like this. Who is it? Wait, really?
Actually, that's illegal.
Actually, that's not illegal. Only immediate family can partake in your sweepstakes, and the cousin is not immediate family. It would have been illegal to exclude Chandler's cousin, unless if specified in the rules of that specific giveaway. And your snippet isn't from those rules. It's from some lawyer's equivalent to Stack Overflow.
So here's a clip of Tyler forging, or not, maybe not forging, using Mr. Beast's signature. And again, I'm not a lawyer. I think this is fraud.
Maybe ask your immediate family, lawyer, next time, because your opinions are fucking stupid. It's completely legal and fine to use someone
Dude,
else's
Soggy is just whooping him. Whooping him.
and it doesn't devalue the signature.
Months later, Mr. Beast signed shirts again, but this time it was a 24-hour live stream with way more illegal lotteries.
Nope. Mr. Beast had no purchase necessary in the description, and even though they did say things like,
Would you guys prefer that we throw money in random orders or that we throw items in random orders? Yeah.
Somebody screamed in chat, I want to switch. Hey. Buy a shirt.
If they ended up picking out of both free and paid entries for those giveaways behind the scenes, which there is no reason to believe they didn't, well, then that is legal in live streams. However, I do agree that it's very scummy and manipulative advertising in my opinion. Now, even though I have disproven most of these accusations, there's still a few that I have to investigate deeper. And since Dogpack404 declined every interview offer, the only other place I could dig up the truth...
Done with Mr. Beast unless they provoke me again. My DMs are insane. If I leak them all, it would be over. I've referred everyone to journalists, though. Well, but I mean, for my investigation, so not via DMs or whatever, but a call. Dogpack, nah. Okay, then how do I get your side? DM me. Yeah, but I mean, like an interview should. I can't see what's going on behind him.
Truth is in the belly of the beast.
But it's basically Dogpack's running for the hills. Dogpack's running.
Oh man, North Carolina? Isn't that the boring part of the US?
Oh well. No, North Carolina is actually gorgeous. I've been down there a few times to the Outer Banks. Oh my God, it's like that state is beautiful.
Now, on my 8-hour sleep-deprived flight, I had a lot of time to think and watch Minions, and there was one question that just kept bugging me. Why did Dogpack commit such serious defamation and violate his NDA? Why risk your entire life just to spread...
Mr. B's signature has the same value no matter which crew. Yeah.
Try and figure out his motivation. I rewatched this first.
I mean, I personally think the signature faking was kind of scummy, but yeah, I mean, if you got it from Mr. Beast officially, I think that, you know, who would know the difference?
2 job applications for Mr. Beast, which both got denied, and they seemed obsessive at best and pretending...
Yeah, I love going there. It's one of my favorite places to vacation.
Reddit account, that 5-hat guy, which, for the geriatrics watching, 5-hat is hip internet lingo for when a person says something very smart, so he's calling himself very smart, which is pretty pretentious and cringe. I was starting to see multiple patterns here. Hundreds of obsessive posts and comments on the Mr. Beast subreddit. New Mr. Beast interview just dropped. Feasible designs. Him being pretentious, saying he would do shorts better than the current short...
Kim, the restream bot is just an automatic, it's an automatic thing that plays, like other people, like, so Soul will comment from Kick and then it will put it into the YouTube chat for her. But the restream bot, I don't think has a consciousness, but thank you for saying hi to it.
Shorts team at Mr. Beast rants whenever people criticized his video IDs. Another third 15-minute long obsessive Mr. Beast.
The restream bot doesn't get enough love. Does a lot of hard work.
Showcasing how aware he is of how every small piece of a video can be used to manipulate the viewer in one way or another. It now made sense why Dawson used the exact...
Yeah, the crypto stuff is scummy as hell.
Or why he kept repeating his videos weren't monetized.
Yeah.
Or how he was able to frame...
Again, I want to be very clear that Mr. Beast has so much to answer for, especially that crypto stuff. I would love to hear what his explanation is for it. Even though CoffeeZilla looked into it. CoffeeZilla has a great video going deep into that crypto stuff. And he said he couldn't really find anything criminal, but he did find stuff that was like scummy. Are you going to review Coffee's video? Well, yeah, I'll probably do it on Tuesday night.
And manipulate every lie as if it were the truth. It really all was viewer manipulation? This entire Reddit account just seems like the online embodiment of an unhealthy Mr. Beast obsession. So then I went over his erratic DMs to me where he threatened to slander me with nothing but false claims. Luckily when he did that, I still had bulletproof receipts, so Dawson had no choice.
Yeah, every time I try to get away from this Mr. Beast drama, something big comes out that we need to address. This, on the other hand, is like insane. All right, holy shit, dude, didn't see your messages though. Check DMs. Go away, this restream thing. Dude, I thought so that was fake. Like, I saw the launch of his challenge and thought, like, oh, so what? You Eric, mean is that you probably recorded 30 minutes beforehand, edited everything, and now just gonna fake the challenge? Like, I legit thought that already just hearing the premise of his challenge on his challenge. Dogpack. All right, I'm too lazy to translate your made-up language, so I'll take your word for it. Soggy. LOL. You can use you could just use Google Lens, but dialect shit sucks. OFC. You were searching Iraq but didn't see the video that dropped a month before yours. You just coincidentally found only the exact something that I guess I didn't see. Soggy Cereals says, just noticed in this message you said only the exact same evidence when Vines, and I talked afterwards. He told me I found new shit he hadn't found. Also, it's possible for me to have uploaded 1 month later than someone else. I literally uploaded December 17th, which was somewhere in the middle of this challenge, and I covered until episode 16, which was uploaded on the same day. So what you're saying is literally makes 0 sense.
But to back down. Nonetheless, this one's...
So basically, Dogpack is an idiot. That's where we're getting, and he's a little lying bastard.
He can prove to me how Dogpack accuses and tries silencing people without any fact-checking and completely tries warping the truth to push his personal agenda. So, was he really just doing all this because his ego couldn't accept the fact that he got fired from his dream job after only 3 weeks at a YouTuber he was obsessed with? Maybe I'm gonna get some more answers at the Mr. Beast company, but for now, I'll just rewatch Minions for a 3rd time.
Hi, Dustin Harris. You are the
Wow, it's awesome that Soggy got invited out to the Mr. Beast place to actually interview people.
Rogue employee, and I first of all wanted to ask you what you do at Mr. Beast, what your role is, and why you decided to reach out and correct some of the accusations.
See, this is what happens when you become good journalists. You get invited out to actually do interviews in person.
That have been made.
I worked for Jimmy almost 6 years, going on 6 years. I've been a writer, director, producer, production coordinator, an assistant, executive assistant, head of production, head of creative, head of construction, you name it. I've done everything that I can do in this company, and not just to see people slander the work that you've done, but to know that it's lies and misinformation will make anybody speak up, to be honest.
Hi, Emily. You worked at Mr. Beast. Can you tell me how long you've been working there?
I've been working there for shortly over a year, as of like 4 days ago. I'm the ideation strategist right now, ideation generator, coordinator, so that's my official title.
If I remember correctly, that is also where Dawson worked, or for the internet, Dogpack404 worked, yeah. So he worked closely
Yeah, he should. Well, now that Soggy's been there, I don't think there's anything left to get, but
About 2 weeks, it was just the two of us.
he should just let me interview himself.
Everybody calls me Hoodie because all I did back in the day 8 years ago was run my own YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hoodie. I got to work all over in different departments.
Everybody wants me to tell you thank you so much for sharing your time with
ideation manager.
let me share my time with them.
I guess then you were the manager of Dawson or Dogpack.
Especially Soul. Soul says to say thank you, Miss Lately, so much
I've heard some
for
stories
letting
of
EG
people
stream on
feeling kind of
Sunday.
off when he was hired, and I was wondering, why did you hire him?
I didn't hire that guy.
Oh,
no,
you-
I inherited that man.
Oh, okay, you didn't. Okay, how did that come to be? Then?
You want to know? So the real thing that actually happened was he applied to Beast while I was still the creative manager. He applied to Beast twice, and I saw his interview and went, interesting. He's got an analytical brain.
Yeah.
That's not creative. Like what he's talking about just won't fit what we're trying to do with our videos. So I turned him down the first time.
Okay.
Then he applies the second time a couple months later.
To ideation, I guess.
Still the creative.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, nah, this guy's still like he's got like an interesting mind, but I don't know. I think he probably fits somewhere else in like a different department or a different channel. Who knows? He's clearly smart, but nah,
No, I think Hoodie's just being nice.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. A void opened up, something random happened. He spawned in on the channel, just randomly in ideation. I got summoned into a room and got told by our leaders, they're like, hey, there's a gap in ideation and thumbnail. I need somebody to go in there and help. Can you be that guy? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go in.
Okay.
And I went in, and that's the first time I met Dawson.
Dawson sent me a screenshot of messages he had between you and him. Can you just verify that these are real? These are.
Yes,
Yeah,
those
okay.
messages are between me and Dawson.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Can you tell me a bit about your relationship with Dawson during both of you guys working there? Was there something that felt off?
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, me and Dawson were cordial. Like, I tried to keep it professional. I think he tried his best to keep it professional, but I will say it was a little uncomfortable with just me and him in the office. He seemed pretty disinterested in making genuine connections with people at the company. He gave weird vibes, for sure. And
Weird vibes. That sums up Dogpack. Weird vibes.
I felt like very uncomfortable working.
We
in
got
the
another
office.
fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Well with others.
Okay.
It seemed like he had no
Not in the
respect for
apartment, but fire trucks driving by. There's a fire somewhere.
Hoodie. He didn't take any of Hoodie's advice. It seemed like he didn't think he knew what Hoodie was doing. But yeah, Dawson definitely did not like Hoodie. Yeah, did not like Hoodie, did not show him any respect, even though he was his superior, and he was trying to train him into being a better ideation strategist.
So there was a leaked document, about like work culture, and there was a line in there. No, it doesn't mean no, and it has a pretty negative connotation. And I was wondering, because you as a woman working at Beast, what was your
Oh snap! I hope Rosanna watches this.
reaction when reading that no doesn't mean no thing? And
Yeah, so I actually wrote that part. Like, yeah.
Oh, how about that? She wrote this. She wrote that part. Oh, well, how about that, Rosanna? How about that, Rosanna Pancito?
That's
A
what
woman
I'm-
wrote
yeah,
that.
I actually wrote this thing with Jimmy. Doing this. The whole reason why this thing exists in the first place is because we are growing so fast, people-wise. It's like, okay, how do we give them artificial Jimmy time? Like, how do we teach them what CTR is? Teach them what 1 out of 10 is? Like,
ain't no
Thank you, Soul. Let's go.
Sol and Luna super chatted $5. Thank you, Mrs. Lately, for sharing EG with us for
What's
this.
up, Coco Catfish?
Love
Welcome
you
to the
hard.
stream. We're covering Soggy Cereal, basically taking Dogpack out back and putting him down like Old Yeller.
how do you say, okay, this is how we think about creative, this is how what it takes.
The pack is going down.
You know, based off of the hard things we got to do. That's the intent behind the document, right? No doesn't mean no is wildly taken out of context, I think, in this situation, because in the way that we mean it, it's a sales tactic. It's like,
Gee, if only somebody had pointed out that that was taken out of context.
again, like I mentioned, like you call a crane operator and go, hey man, I need you to drop a jet from your crane, and they're like, huh? No, I can't do that.
Yeah, and this also debunks Rosanna's claim that Jimmy has zero respect for women. He literally wrote this entire manifesto for the company with, the hiring manager, Kara, who's a woman. So that also destroys her argument that Mr. Beast is some misogynistic jackass.
That, right? And so for us, it's more like, well, why can't you do that? And they're like, oh, well, I don't have the manpower to do this. And it's like, okay, well, how do we help you get past
I do play VR Coco Catfish. I play whenever I do gaming streams, it's always in VR.
that, right? Can we help get you more labor? Is it like that's what it means, because like we wouldn't have a company if we stopped at no at face value.
Yeah.
Right? Because if everybody that told us no, we couldn't do
Big fan of VR gaming.
It, in no sense of the word, in the context means, like, as a female, if somebody comes up to me and says an improper comment, like, they keep trying. Like, like, not at all.
That's a great plug for everybody to go check out my Resident Evil VR series.
Okay, because that was kind of concerning, I guess. But
well,
yeah,
yeah, like, not at all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
not.
Dogpack404, not the Wolf Pack, but the Dog Pack. That's the guy's name who came out with all the Mr. Beast stuff. EG pointed out that was taken out of context and was accused of glazing Mr. Exactly, so hopefully this video from Soggy Cereal changes the narrative finally, where people could stop saying that everybody who criticizes Dogpack is sweeping for Mr. Beast. That's not the case at all.
Not at all.
Okay.
Like, in any sense of the word, it's like, no, like, it's a sales tactic.
Yeah.
It's been around long before, like, we put it down on paper.
The truth of the matter is we were 4.5 weeks
I don't think I've played security on VR, Coco.
out of that video and we didn't have a hole or a train. And I don't know if you know.
But I'll have to check it out.
It takes a long time to dig a hole that deep. And the location we ended up shooting it at happens to be a close personal friend of mine, and just happened to
Appreciate that, Coco. You're pretty cool too. Welcome to the channel. We're happy to have you here.
The creative behind the video was that it was an 80-foot hole, so I had to get it dug another 30 feet in 4 weeks, which that much limestone is a lot to do. So we hired a.
You stick around long enough, you'll see me play VR.
30 feet out. And then
I got a Pimax Crystal as my VR setup.
Is because of safety, right? We
It's the best, in my opinion.
Wall that the train wouldn't crash into and potentially kill people. So the hole is a little bit bigger than the video that we put lifts and cameras on that were far enough away that the train wouldn't hit them and no one would die, right? So it was all a safety concern. It was not about faking a hole at all.
War crime stuff, that was a joke. Why did you make that joke?
I didn't work on that video. I was obviously I was in the company at the time. I was working on a separate project, and I got a call. And
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's not doing so hot, and so I came in, and
Dogpack is really turning out to be a piece of shit, isn't he?
the assessment was accurate. He was not doing so hot. I just kind of I was talking to him. I was trying to cheer him up, and I made that joke. It's a war crime. I didn't think it was going to turn into a bunch of thumbnails and titles on YouTube, but it was serious.
So Coco, I do restream. So I stream simultaneously on Kick and Twitch while I'm on YouTube, and the Kick, that restream bot is just relaying the messages that my one of my mods on Kick is saying in the chat. So it'll show up in YouTube as the restream bot, and then it'll just repeat what the people over on Kick are saying.
I mean, it was obviously a joke, it was definitely framed a little more maliciously
Yeah,
in the video.
They didn't insinuate it as a joke in the video. They didn't show like the war crime, like definition of war crimes while it's being said. Which can you talk a bit about, like, since you were friends with Jake Weddle, did he talk about it afterwards, or do you know like how it came to be that he had such a rough time in that challenge?
I can answer this. I can answer this for him. Allow me to step in here, sir. The reason that Jake Weddle had such a hard time with the Mr. Beast isolation challenge is because Jake Weddle has to tell shitty jokes constantly to people nonstop, and when you isolate him, he folds like a sack of potatoes.
In that isolation challenge.
Again, I didn't work on the video, so all I can do is I can kind of speculate. So I'll answer you by saying the process we normally go through when we cast. We usually find someone who we think is going to be good for a video, and we usually work with them leading up to the video, letting them know not exactly the challenges that we're going to be doing, but round about the level of difficulty that the challenges are going to be, and then we kind of lay out the challenge, right? We'd never really had that issue up to that point, and we haven't ever had that issue since that point.
Yes, he is, Soul.
We've done videos like the Trap Together video that had really, really similar aspects to the video Jake was in, and they
Thank you, Blue Jay.
Positive experience after the fact. I mean, it was a tough challenge for them. They released these videos.
Yes, everybody can see your stuff, Coco, as well.
In that video, and I would never do that.
Everybody can see everybody's comments, and plus they show up on the stream itself too. If you look over in the corner there, you'll see everybody who's chatting plus the platform that they're chatting from as well. There'll be a little logo in front of it. It's a pretty neat technology to allow people to multi-stream on multiple platforms.
You know, I saw the guy. He was not doing so hot. You know, and I don't know what happened in there specifically to make that happen. I don't. You know, I know Jake. He's not lying when he said he had bad time. You know, I don't want to say that it was 100% Jake is the reason that challenge didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to turn out. Some people approach challenges just completely different, and that's the thing is. My brain tells me that if other people have gone through similar...
We have a really awesome community here at Coco.
Maybe it's not the challenge. And I'm not the type of person that holds grudges. And I know I still work here now. And I know
hey, Tina. Good to see you.
Like, I have friends that are like, I can't believe you're still talking to Jake Weddle. And I'm like, you know, in 10 years, none of this is going to matter between him and I. And I'm sure we'll have a beer together. Because it's, in the grand scheme of things, my friendship with him is more important than anything anybody's going to say online. When he spoke out, I know what he ran into as well. I know he ran into people that sent him hate. I know he ran into people that were sending him death threats. I know that he got doxxed. I know his phone.
Yeah, I don't look. I mean, I'm the first person to say that Jake Weddle's like one of the cringiest people online, but you should never ever send anybody death threats whatsoever. At the end of the day, none of this is worth that.
Number got leaked, and in that scenario, you know, as messed up as it sounds, like he couldn't really turn to any of his friends at Beast because he kind of just. You know,
it would be kind of a conflict.
Kind of just upset everyone at Beast.
Yeah.
I mean, like, who does he have to turn to? He has to turn towards Rosanna and Dogpack. And
that
all the
sucks
people
to
that
have
make
to.
these videos about us. I mean, I think he found a family and he found a home. I don't fault the guy for sticking with that little group of people making videos. Like, it just makes sense.
So something I also want to ask you about.
All these people seem really chill.
It's about Lokoya Hill, and there was some mismanagement from him towards his assistant. There are some allegations out there, but nothing concrete so far. And can you tell me a bit about what really went on with Lokoya Hill?
Yeah, so like just to kind of give you background on like when someone reports something to HR, which would have been me at the time because it was years ago. Whenever somebody reports it, I go, hey, okay, like, thank you, I appreciate it. We're gonna make sure that we do everything we can to.
Yes, exactly. So it takes a degenerate to threaten someone's life or to dox them.
Here to like prove one person right or wrong, but like a true unbiased party. And so then like everybody talks to him, like the person, his assistant would have talked to them, Lokoya would have talked to them, and any person that they named as witnesses or potential proof of text messages, like pictures, anything like this company would have dealt with, and then they write a report and then they go, hey, here's what you should do, right? And so that's what they do. And then internally what we do is like, okay, the assistant, like, what do you want to happen, right? If it's this, if it's that, like obviously if it's found like he's gone, like that's not okay in any workplace, you know.
If it's like confirmed that there is something,
like of course, like we're not gonna hang on to that, right? And so, and he's like, yeah, I don't necessarily want him to be fired, but like I don't want to be around him, I don't want to see him, like it's just really uncomfortable for me, you know. So we're like, okay, great. So like I actually worked with him to come up with a list of like jobs that he wanted, because again, if the person who he's assisting is not here, like it's like, okay, well now what's your job? Like,
wow, so this girl wanted nothing to do with Dogpack because she said that he was creepy to work around. Is that what I heard there?
So it was like we came up with everything he was interested in, like what he wanted to do and stuff like that, and move him into a different role. And we said, hey, you won't have to see Lokoya again. We're gonna like move him completely out. It wasn't a secret. Like we moved him to a new company idea that we had. He was the only person.
Oh, he's talking about Lokoya. Okay.
On site. He wasn't working in the building. He wasn't anything like that. Like we just said, hey, we think this is a cool idea. Go figure it out. And so he went on his own to go figure that out. And then the assistant worked with us for a long time. And then when he wasn't here anymore, I think it was like almost a year after the assistant like had chosen to do whatever he wanted to do.
I love how welcoming our community is to people who are new here.
Because at this point we had.
That's how you know we got a good, healthy community.
That's really what it was. Like it was no, oh, we're gonna go hide Lokoya over here, and like I mean, even now Lokoya doesn't work for us anymore.
Most of the time he was there was consumed in trying to get an Apple Vision Pro.
Any weird stories?
Most of the time that Dogpack was there, he was just obsessed with getting an Apple Vision Pro.
Circulating or whatever of something Dawson did at the company, or.
I heard that he told the chef that his food was trash.
I heard that story too.
Oh my god, dude.
I did in a video afterwards, and I thought.
Soggy rode his high horse of an investigation integrity and then took Chucky's word as fact. I at least have the integrity to call allegations allegations. I never talked about Chucky. Mr. Beast has security cameras all over Studio C. If they can find any footage of me ever insulting the prep chefs cooking, I'll donate $1,000 to charity of their choice. If Mr. Beast made the claims that Soggy didn't like how I tried to steal from the company, my lawyer would be popping champagne and doing backflips. Easiest defamation case of all time. Well, I guess Dogpack's gonna have to donate $1,000 to charity now.
Talked about that, but
I'm not sure how much truth there is to that, but I mean, maybe we could call him and see, like, hey, This is Emily from Ideation.
Hey, Emily, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Cool. Well, I'm here with Soggy. I wanted to ask you, I have a question to ask you about Dawson, but I want to make sure you're comfortable being recorded first.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So
Well, here we
I heard
go.
a rumor circulating that Dawson told you that your food was trash. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was the first time I actually met him. It was kind of after his tour, of our studio and such, and he actually came over, tried some of the food that we had in the fridge,
Mhm.
and then proceeded to tell me it tasted like shit.
Oh my God, that's so good. I guess you have to donate $1,000 now. Dogpack, be a man of your word. Don't be a little bitch.
And that he wishes that we would cater more frequently.
Wow.
Which is fairly interesting because I'm not sure if I had introduced myself or people just felt comfortable enough to tell me the food tasted like shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
My first interaction with him, and then other than that, I really
No wonder he didn't last there.
Yeah.
with him after that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm really sorry to hear that, but I disagree. I think your food is great.
Thank you so much. I mean,
Recently, there was this video that started getting some traction. One of the clinics where some of the eye surgeries were happening and helping 1,000 people see for the first time. And they claimed
I feel like we could finally put this all to rest now after this.
Yes. Can you talk a bit about that?
Essentially, when we did that video, we worked with a third party. And that third party worked with a bunch of different organizations.
Make sure everybody goes over to Soggy's video and gives it a like, man. This is great.
We had one center third
This is
party
great
we were working
stuff.
with, and they kind of work with all these. One of those organizations somewhere around the world didn't receive the compensation, which we only worked with the third party. We paid them for 1,800 surgeries.
Oh, 1,800, so another 1,000.
Yeah. We kept going after 1,000. We just worked with them. And
Okay.
we did more than 1,000, but the title of 1,000 sounds a lot.
Can you repeat why they have to donate 1,000? So Dogpack said that Soggy was making allegations against Dogpack that he told the chef at Mr. Beast that his food tastes like shit. And Dogpack said that if you could prove that I ever did that, I'll give $1,000 to charity. And then Soggy just had the one of the hiring managers at Mr. Beast call the cook and asked him if Dogpack ever told him that his food tastes like shit. And the guy was like, yeah, the first time I ever met Dogpack, he told me my food was shit and that we should cater more. So now Dogpack, if he's a man of his word, will donate $1,000 to charity.
A lot better. So we just says 1,000, and it looks good.
Yeah.
So he worked with that third party, and that third party, I don't know what communication error happened between them and the other organization, but some way or another, that organization ended up not being funded properly.
Okay.
And then when it came across our desk that the missing loop happened, we just went around the third party we were going to work with to compensate them.
Yeah.
And they put out a video since talking about it.
We're doing a video where we're trying to help people walking.
Yeah, I know about that. Yeah.
Actively, partners have pulled out because of these videos. There are people who will not walk or will have to delay in them walking because of the videos that Dogpack made. Unironically,
Yeah,
like,
Kara
I
got the
think
cook's
this idea
proof.
is like Jimmy
I don't know if it was
Fallon.
Kara. I think it was the other. It was the other one. I think Kara was the one who helped write the pages.
It again goes back to like the no, I'm joking. Because if
Yeah.
I pitch you an idea of like Jimmy,
If she pops up again, I'll tell you her name.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, but if I would go like, that's kind of weird.
I'd be like, whoa,
oh, it's a joke.
whoa,
Yeah,
you're taking that weird. I was just putting that in as a
I wonder if
joke.
they're gonna bring up Tayor.
In depth he went on like how viewer psychology works. So he obviously knows how like every part of a video can manipulate the viewer in some way or form. And you can see that both by that video he made to apply at the Mr. Beast channel, but also you can see that just in the videos he made. Yeah. The Mr. Beast, the fraud videos and stuff. He accuses the Mr. Beast company of really trying to psychologically target children and like manipulate children. Is there any truth to that in the ideation team? And like, did he try to bring his like skills of a viewer psychology into ideation? Did he try to do that?
Yes to that. Yes to trying to bring the skills of viewer psychology into ideation, and also trying to like bleed it over to creative.
Yeah.
So that way we could figure out like, okay, well, psychologically a near miss is going to be the craziest thing that we could do here. We should do that, which he has on his like mural boards, where it's like the exact things that he calls Jimmy out for. If he was here for longer than a month, he would know that we were actively working at aging up our content, because that was something that we were like very cognizant of. Is hey, we should make our content something that is appealing and enjoyable to like people who are older. Like, who are the people that aren't watching our videos? Probably 30 to 40 to 50 to even 60.
Yeah, if she comes up again, so I'll point out who the girl was.
We're hitting a general audience. Now, you could argue, a general audience. I mean, we need to make a video that like a 10-year-old and a 90-year-old can understand, which is the same for the challenges that we have to do in videos like that anyways. When we do a video like ages 1 to 100.
This is actually something I'm wrestling with as a creator. I'm trying to expand to a larger audience, and I don't want to appeal to kids, but I want to be able to have it something that younger viewers can watch and understand, while also appealing to maybe my target audience, which is adults.
fight.
It's harder than it seems.
We have to make a challenge so simple to understand and easy to process that a literal 1-year-old and a 99 to 100-year-old can understand.
Yeah.
Like, we need to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's just generalizing.
Is Mr. Beast evil?
All the way from America and back.
Well, I appreciate that, Coco.
This ugly plushie and this fart gun from Minions. And the interviews I held, by the way, which did clarify a lot. I think I personally finally realized how big of a company and how many people actually work at Mr. Beast. It's not like a small 10 people thing as it was a few years ago. And I'm glad that the interviews clarified Jake Weddle's experience and didn't end up invalidating his personal perspective, but did add some context that it might have not been the challenge that was terrible, but he himself wasn't mentally in the best state in life at that point. But there's one more thing I have to clarify for everyone, and that is the illegal lottery number 1. Which, on my flight back, I finally found some proof that the first illegal lottery was in fact illegal. There was no purchase necessary in the description.
Oh my God, guys. Almost like I put this in my factor fabrication video that the first one was illegal. Man, it's almost like I'm ahead of the curve on half of this shit.
No mention of it at all. Yeah, it was illegal. And personally, Jimmy has to own up for it. Either by donating the amount of profit he made in that live stream to a charity, or by refunding everyone who bought a shirt in that stream, but that's like so many years ago, so I don't know if that's a possibility. Or do a giveaway live stream where everything is given away for free, with no merch sale.
I gotta tell you guys, like, I feel so vindicated because of this video. I'm gonna skip ahead to, I really don't care about the lottery at this point, but let's see him criticizing Mr. Beast.
I hope that clarifies some things, because those are some serious allegations. And that wasn't of like stupid adolescent Jimmy, 19 years old, and hiring someone without doing background checks. That was like,
I think he's talking about the crypto stuff.
More recent that he should be held accountable for if he did commit crimes with crypto. So yeah, go check CoffeeZilla's video on that once it releases. I couldn't really investigate the crypto stuff because I don't know shit about crypto, and I didn't want to be hypocritical like Dogpack and talk about shit I don't know anything about. Because that's basically what Wilson has been doing for the past few months. I feel like Jimmy has to become way more transparent because that is how he got in all this trouble in the first place.
True.
They really have to start a Mr. Beast behind the scenes channel to upload behind the scenes footage there. And stop with the deceptive shit. When you do a sponsor read, don't make the yellow bar go real fast at the start to make the viewer believe that, you know, oh, this advertisement isn't gonna take long, I won't skip over it. But then at the end of it, make the visual timer suddenly run way slower. That's not just deceptive. I think that's pretty disrespectful towards your audience. And
I would agree with that.
Still questions that you guys probably have with stuff that I
Thank you, Soul. I mean, I put my video out last week before that, and this video came out a day ago, and I feel like I covered a lot of this stuff in my video. Although I didn't get nearly the viewership, but that's okay. I guess I got to work on the thumbnail or something. But like, I feel like I nailed a lot of this. And, you know, Soggy's reaffirming a lot of the things I said. So if anybody goes and checks to see if I didn't do my research, y'all can go and see.
There is so much, but I can forward you to some other people.
Yeah, he's very good.
Stuff that I might have forgotten in this video. You know, if you want to know some more about Beast Games and the Beast Games lawsuit, definitely check out Stucky's channel. He did a great deep dive on that, and I made many other videos on the whole Dogpack Mr. Beast.
Apparently I was mentioned in one of Stucky's videos, but I haven't been able to find it yet.
Situation. And again, once CoffeeZilla's investigation on the crypto stuff is out there, I highly recommend you to go watch that, because that'll clarify a lot of stuff that I don't know anything about. Because I trust those investigative creators 10,000 times more than I do Dawson. Instead,
oh, if only you found my video.
Of having competent people investigate.
To be fair, though, a lot of the stuff that I did go over was stuff that other people found, and then I just double checked and triple checked and quadruple checked. So the trick to being good at this game is to find stuff nobody else is finding. That's really the trick, and that's what I got to get better at. I got to get better at finding other stuff that people aren't finding. So that's what I'm going to be working on most.
Serious accusations. He's just been throwing baseless shit at the wall and hoping some stuff sticks with the audience. He is incompetent.
Yes, true.
Petty, a liar, deceptive, and after all this, I just
thank you, Jay Sauce. I hope so. We've been back on the upswing since I've been posting more regularly now. We've been back on the uptrend of subscribers. So I think we're at like 354 now, and we were stuck at 352 for quite a little while. But now that I'm posting again, we're back on the upswing. I think I need to improve my thumbnails and titles. I think that's really what's holding me back right now. I think the content itself is good. I think I just need to improve the thumbnails and the titles, and I think that we'll get more people. Because if they don't click on the video, it doesn't matter how good my video is when it starts. Nobody's going to watch it because they didn't click it. You know what I mean?
Investigating this for like the past 3 months, and I really
so I'm going to start doing
transfer
research streams.
I've had before watching this video. Also, Jimmy, stop the collabs with Logan Paul. If you want to see some more of my interviews or some extra additional context that I have but wasn't able to put in this video, let me know in the comments below. I might talk about it on my socials, so make sure to check those out in the description, as well as maybe post some stuff on my second channel, so make sure to check that out as well. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for joining my cereal bowl so I can absorb all of your fibers and nutrients, and I hope that the Mr. Beast drama is finally over now, because at this point, I'm sick and tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Love it. Great shit, Soggy Cereal. What a beautiful video. Agree. Simple them up a bit. Yeah, I do try to go for like the Star Wars, everybody involved situation. You know, put a bunch of people in the thumbnail. I maybe need to just put one person in the thumbnail. But I've been starting to run thumbnail tests to find out which ones work better and which ones don't. So we're definitely gonna make sure that that's something we focus on moving forward. We're gonna try to grow. Chud had been mentioning in one of his streams that like 1 out of 100 people will make it as a YouTuber in like a group of 100 people, and I want to be that one that can do it. And I think I can. I've been doing entertainment since I was a kid, you know, so I'm used to it. And I feel like every video, you know, Rogera had a really nice comment in one of my videos. She said like, you're like, I'm watching your videos and I can feel like you're thriving in these styles of videos. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing, guys, and we'll get to where we want to go. So, W Soggy, exactly, Blue Jay. Make sure everybody goes over and gives Soggy a like on this video. Thank you guys so much for coming to this stream. I hope you guys really enjoyed my reaction to Soggy's video. We're going to be doing more content than ever is going to be coming out. We're working on the vlog videos for the family vlog. That's going to be members only. So if you guys want to see like some of my life behind the scenes, that's going to be a members only series that we're going to have going on, you know, behind the scenes there. So that's going to be something fun for you all to, you know, to get some value out of your memberships. Those will always remain members only because, you know, my private life's my private life. You won't see that shit. You won't pay for it, especially the haters. But other than that, though, guys, business as usual, man. We're just going to keep pumping out content. We're going to keep having a good time. We're going to keep doing the best we can to, you know, create compelling, exciting visuals along with, more importantly, exciting and compelling information that's going to be in these videos. So a lot of opinion pieces. If you guys haven't gotten a chance to see the video I posted yesterday about, you know, the problem with clout online and why it's killing Kick and Twitch, please go check that out. I think that I left my heart in that video, so I hope that you guys will take a chance to see that. Sunset Shadow, what's up? I'm always playing catch up, but I see you. Thank you, Sunset. I really appreciate that. We're about to end stream, but again, always a pleasure to see you, Sunset. I hope that you'll go back and get a chance to check everything out and you know, see how based Soggy Cereal was in his whole entire thing. And then if you go back and watch my Mr. Beast video, you'll see that everything that I had in there was right. So that's pretty cool to see as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up this stream. Again, thank you so much for hanging out on this surprise Sunday stream. And thank you to my lovely fiance for letting me come on here and spend some time with y'all. Because usually Sundays are for the family, but you know, once in a while, she'll let the leash a little loose and let me come hang out with y'all. So, you know, I really appreciate that. And, you know, I'll see you guys on Tuesday, and I'm going to be working on my next video. So if you guys haven't checked me out on X, subscribe there. IG, subscribe there. I'm going to be doing some photography work over on my IG moving forward. If you guys want to see some more behind the scenes of my life and stuff like that. I hit a deer with my Jeep, but most of you guys would have known that from the short. But also, I posted it over on IG, so make sure you guys go check that out. Something on every single platform, except maybe TikTok. I got to figure out where I can do stuff on TikTok. I'm not really a big fan of TikTok, but you know, you got to do what you got to do to make an impact, and all directions lead towards YouTube. We want all those things to filter back here, where this is our main platform. But again, like, I couldn't do it without you guys. So much love to you all, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.